wrestling at the Civic Center, as we used to call it when I was a kid. So we got AEW tickets to give away. We did find out what the big match next week is going to be, Jeremy. Not only will there probably be a world title match at the Harris-Cherokee Center, Asheville, but also a 10-man tag match that will have Cage and Cope is what they call themselves now. Adam Copeland and Christian Cage.
Cage and
Cope. That's what they.
You're Edge and Christian. We know exactly.
Well,
what
they
are.
can't say that because that's not owned by AEW. So the ring names are a little different. But yes, the multi-time other organization tag team champions. And I'm sure they've been AEW tag team champions as well. But they will be on one side, and FTR, Dax and Cash, hailing from Asheville, North Carolina, will be, who are the tag team champions, they'll be on the other side. So it's going to be an Asheville-centric melee in the 10-man tag match next week for AEW Dynamite. So we'll have tickets to give away for that. For a family 4-packs of tickets. Jeremy and I are still going back and forth about ideas on whether or not we should dress in costume.
Oh, it's not a whether we should.
Well, it's what costumes should we make happen for next Wednesday. So if you have ideas on which wrestler from history Jeremy and I should go as.
I think the answer is abundantly obvious. I'm the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
Yep.
And your Brother Love.
Yes.
I think that's the right call.
I would tend to agree.
We call Kathy Mitchell from Mitchell's Tuxedos. We get you a nice, lovely white suit. Get me a $1 Million Man suit. I doubt she's got one that has the dollar signs on the lapel.
I would doubt it.
If she does, though, I'll probably ruin it so I could buy it.
Stephen Tao, he gets first points of the day. And Tank as the blue meanie is.
He's been fighting for that hard all morning.
He was. I mean, come on, it fits. You know, you want to see me in a little half-cut BWO T-shirt.
Not even kind of.
Belly hanging out, blue jean shorts. Let's go.
Don't think I've ever wanted anything less, actually.
I thought maybe the Dudleys, and he could go as Big Richard Dudley, because you couldn't do Devon, obviously. We'd get canceled for that. He does want to do the $1 Million Man, and I swore to him I'm not doing Virgil.
Nope.
We got to stay away from all of those problematic things. I mean, they would have done it back in the day.
Yeah, we were showing some. We were showing business manager Megan some old vignettes, and you forget how cringy some of those were.
Let's see here. Gary Birch says gold dust. I don't think either one of us could really pull off the gold dust, because to pull off gold dust, you'd have to shave, and you're not doing that.
I'd have to shave, and I would have to be in a rubber suit. And frankly, I don't need to explain to the Harris-Cherokee Center, Asheville, that's why you need rubber sheets. I don't need that in my life.
More points for Stephen Tao, who says, if they can make 007 a woman, then you could be Virgil. Sorry. Megan asked us to be nice to the ladies today, so we gotta back off.
Hey, wait, we had some, we had some higher level conversations before the show came on the air. These are the conversations that you need to have, people.
Oh yeah, Val Venus. That would
from the Podfather.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
Yeah, except for that means one of us has to show up in a towel, and I mean, look, the diet's going well. I'm not there yet. Because you see this in a towel, you'll want to go hug my wife immediately. Just, I am sorry.
So sorry. So sorry about that. It's definitely, I'm definitely not doing that. I mean, that is a way to get me to look kind of like Yokozuna, though.
I do have a Hulk Hogan costume that you could fit in.
Oh, really?
For sure.
The Bulkster. What you gonna do, brother, when the 58-inch waist comes wild on you?
I do feel like one of us should be Jesse the Body Ventura. You have his
I
current hairstyle.
I will definitely whip out Bolt Brogan.
You do have Jesse Ventura's current hairstyle, which that works. We'd have to get you a ponytail. See, man,
Yeah,
I'm afraid if we put a ponytail on you, no matter how you dress or how you talk, people are immediately going to go Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
Which makes me want to be Roman Reigns real bad.
Now, see, that wouldn't be bad.
No.
That wouldn't be bad. I mean, I could do a good Paulie Dangerously, and you could be the OTCE.
The OTCTE?
Yeah, that's it. The OBCTE.
OBCTE.
Yeah. That might be the answer.
That might be the answer. Get OBCTE shirts.
Yeah.
I throw on a long-haired black wig.
The ideas are still coming. You can throw your ideas out in the YouTube comments. You can also hit the talk back on the iHeart Radio app if you're listening to us, that little microphone at the top of the screen, and you can send us ideas that way. And who knows? Maybe, hey, let's do this. The best idea sent through Talkback gets a 4-pack of tickets to AEW next Wednesday. There you go.
Do you know how to check the Talkback?
I do not, but I'm told that someone will get the alert and will tell me.
Someone in the building will tell us. Now here's my question. Can they tell us where all the forks went? Whoever knows where the Talkback is, can they tell me why there's one fork, 87 spoons, and 2,000 butter knives? What are you doing with all the forks?
They're throwing them away, I'm telling you.
I need to eat my salad, and I'm tired of using plastic.
Mm-hmm. Just keep having to wash the same fork over and over again.
I'm almost to the point of washing plastic forks. This is critical mass. Stop stealing the forks.
Yeah. Does that happen in your office building? I mean, do people just continually throw the stuff away that you need? And you go, why do I like any of you? Oh, wait. Oh, wait. The natural disasters. We could go as the natural disasters. You could be typhoon, and I could be earthquake.
You do have earthquakes. You do have his hairstyle as well.
A
lot of bald wrestlers from the late 80s and early 90s.
100%. I mean, because that's back when men were men, and they all lost their hair at 28.
John Tenta is definitely one that Tank could pull off quite nicely.
Arn Anderson and Hick Flair, that could be an option. I could come up with something for Arn Anderson.
The natural light boy Hick Flair? Is this the time to break that out?
You never know.
Oh.
I mean, when wrestling comes to town, it's an event. I mean, at least it was back in the day.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Is it bad
the possibilities are endless.
I'm as excited about AEW as I am anything else going on in the sports world right now?
Well, the only thing you got going on right now is baseball is in their 6th week of 87. And then the NBA is in the playoffs, which I don't really care. I care as much about the NBA playoffs as I do the WNBA playoffs. The NHL playoffs are going on. The Hurricanes play tonight, so you got that going for you. Hockey fan. The one that's listening terrestrially right now.
Hey, look, don't do on hockey. I'm into the hockey.
Stone Sports Podcast weighing in, saying the Sox are back. Okay. Yay.
Tay said he wishes you would respect the E in the word wrestling. You got to understand, we're in the South. What? Here, wrestling is that thing that high schoolers do where they put the headgear on that Tank nor I were involved in. If you say wrestling, that's what people here think you're talking about. If you don't say wrestling, then they don't know you're talking about the fun kind.
Right.
And that's true.
Absolutely.
People that don't live in the South don't know that.
It's RASSLIN apostrophe.
And the apostrophe is important.
Wrestling.
If you don't put the apostrophe, we don't know that you don't know what an apostrophe actually does.
Mm-hmm. Wrestling is something that is sanctioned in the Olympics. Wrestling is what Tammy goes to for a good time on a Saturday night.
But she has to stop at the hot spot and get her 2 packs of Cools on the way to do it.
Did you see the recent interview with Ric Flair where the guy, I don't remember who it was that was doing the interview, but he asked him about his conquests over the years, because it's well known. Ric Flair talks about it all the time, and every interview, documentary, whatever you've ever seen about Ric Flair, he'll talk about how many women he's had. And he asked him about all of the women, and I know they were all 10s, is what he said. And he goes, "Let me tell you something, brother. They were not all 10s." He was like, "I was wrestling every night in the smallest towns in the South. They were not all 10s.
It's the old George Carlin line. I never went home with a 10, but one night I took home 5 2s, and I think that counts.
Of course, they're always 10s in the promo. In real life,
woo,
not so much. Not so much. Stephen Tow's happy that the O's are back. Good for you guys. Again, it's waiting around for football to start. I'm much more interested in watching the news wires tonight just to see what comes out of the referees meeting rather than anything that's happening in any other sport right now.
I don't know that you're right about that. At the bottom of the hour, we have a thing that's getting ready to happen.
Do we?
May happen before this show is over.
Uh-huh.
Change is coming to a sport that we love.
Oh, you're talking about the tournament.
Actually, no, that's what we're going to talk about in the next segment.
Oh.
No, the one we love, not the one we deal with for 1 month out of the year. Huge difference.
Okay.
Gary Birch, I don't have a belt. Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
No.
And actually, you deserve it. We have the right answer.
Okay.
We have the right answer.
Uh-huh.
The correct answer is Tank as Paul Bearer.
Undertaker!
And me as the Undertaker. Or me as Kane.
No.
Oh, me as Kane could be fun, too.
Yeah, you gonna shave?
No, I just get a mask that goes over it.
That will look so West Virginia.
You just tuck it up. Although,
where are you going to tuck it to? Yeah. Yeah. See? Now you start to think, yeah, but there is that rash.
yeah. 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 I'm not loving
I don't think you want to cage
air.
that thing.
Not loving the spring air.
Yeah.
Kane or Stephen Tao said you can't drink in a Kane mask. Oh, yeah, you can. Might require a straw, but you can definitely do it. Can I bring the fake voice box,
I have
too?
a question. Why do you drink straws out? Why do you drink beer with a straw?
Hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Sure. Can I bring the little voice thing, too, that made him talk like this? That was so obviously fake.
Okay. All right.
And that, boys
we
and
got
girls,
a lot of good ideas.
That, boys and girls, is how you open a show for 15 minutes with the local wrestling event that's getting ready to happen here in Asheville.
That's right.
Professional heroes.
You can win tickets by continuing to listen to the Sportsocracy. We will have tickets going out today and tomorrow for AEW Dynamite coming to the Harris Cherokee Center, Asheville on Wednesday of next week. I still have not gotten confirmation about Dax and Cash coming on the show, but we're still working on nailing that down for Tuesday.
Have you gotten confirmation of them hitting their finisher on me?
No.
Possibly dressed as Kane.
No, I've not. They do not want to kill someone.
They won't kill me because I'm not going to flip over. You're going to have to nicely, gently take me to the ground. I'll hit as hard as you want to. But if you think I'm going to do a feet over head, I'm flexible. Ain't that flexible.
All right, it is the Sportsocracy here on ESPN Asheville. We do have other things going on in other sports. I know. We'll get into some of that coming up next.
Now here's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, cash. That's cash. Enter it now.
Log on to ESPNAVL.com to play, and good luck.
These days, it's getting harder and harder to trust what you're seeing. Who made it? Is it real? But with iHeart, everything you hear is guaranteed human. That's why 78% of listeners trust their favorite radio host's product recommendations. And if you own or manage a business here or need to drive sales, that trust goes a long way in creating your future customers. Make iHeart Media a part of your 2026 plan today. Call 844-844-iHeart. Again, that's 844-844-iHeart.
Spring cleaning meets hosting season with Zero-Res. Get carpets cleaned for just $35 per room, and stairs are now only $35 too. Plus, take $50 off air duct cleaning. Book now at ZeroResAsheville.com and get guest ready today.
A win is a win. A win is a win. I don't care what y'all say. Yep, that's me, Clifford Taylor IV. And on my new podcast, The Clifford Show, I'm bringing you raw, unfiltered conversations with your favorite athletes, creators, and media personalities. Each week, we'll talk about sports, life, mental health, purpose, and even music. The Clifford Show is not just a conversation, it's a celebration.
Search The Clifford Show on iHeartRadio, America's #1 podcast network, and the Webby Podcast Company of the Year.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. Learn more at wearebroadcasters.com/hope. Furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Champions don't disappear. They reload. And the 2026 Atlanta Braves are ready.
Chopping toward another playoff run. The Mountains home for Braves baseball, ESPN Asheville. Brought to you by Parks Ford of Hendersonville.
I'm David.
And I'm Christina.
And this is our Ingalls story.
Ginger's Revenge is a brewery located in Asheville, North Carolina that specializes in the production of hard ginger beer.
So we use all natural, whole ingredients, and I think that really sets us apart.
Ingalls is an amazing partner for us to work with. A lot of our fans know that they can go to Ingalls and find a lot of the flavors that we have available, and they just make it really easy for folks to purchase local products.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment, committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelor or bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
And we're back in the Sportsocracy. It's ESPN Asheville. Kicking around the ideas now of what we should make the girls dress up as.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look, this is already going to be less than awesome for them because there's going to be a good number of dudes in sweatpants that are really going to want to talk to you and have no ability to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Or, as we like to call them, our people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, they could do the Rockers, Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels. They're already doing the 80s outfit thing. So all we got to do is, like, give them some fringes to wear. Because it was the 80s, and everybody wore fringes.
I want to go as Macho Man and have HWA be Miss Elizabeth.
Oh, yeah, that could work.
Hey, honey, put on an evening gown. By the way, your night's going to be less than awesome.
You're going to have to take pictures with a lot of dudes.
If you can't physically touch me, you're going to hate this entire night. If I get out of your sight, take luck. And potentially a firearm.
We got a super chat.
Show me the money, money. Show me the money.
You too can super chat on the YouTube stream. Just subscribe to the channel. Join the House of Reprehensibles. Red Sea says kids nowadays know him as Mayor Glenn Jacobs. All us cultured people know him as the Big Red Machine.
By God, that's gotta be K.
The more cultured know him as Fake Diesel.
Or Isaac Yankum, DDS.
Yes. Oh, this is good. I just want to play this game for the rest of the day. Y'all name a wrestler, and we'll give you all their personas.
You know what's more fun than the NBA playoffs? This.
100%.
By a lot.
Absolutely. Mean Mark Callis.
Oh, yeah.
That was The Undertaker, for those who don't know.
Kevin Nash's Vinny Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
Or the Wizard.
Oz.
That
was his name.
I knew it was in there somewhere.
He had another one, too, where he had his head shaved, and he had, like, red face paint or something. I cannot remember what the name of that character was.
I don't remember that one.
It was a tag team, and I think this was before the Oz. I was at his first match in WCW, actually. That tag team debuted here in Asheville.
Steve Austin as the ringmaster. You remember him wearing the $1 million championship belt?
I do.
Look, we're a food and wrestling show that dabbles in football and not much else.
Oh, Stephen Tao, this is go through all of the Triple H's.
Oh,
there was Lord Hunter, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
It's just funny that nobody remembers that that's what that stands for.
I think when he came out in WCW, I think he just went by Paul Levesque. I don't think they called him anything.
I think you're right.
And then he started working with Steven Regal, and that's when they gave him the
Lord William Regal.
Right. Oh, they made him French. Do you remember that? They made him speak in a French accent, and he was terrible at it. Just god awful.
Red Sea with a super chat. And I'll go ahead and tell you, I feel like I know the answer to this one.
Give me that money.
By the way, Stephen Tao, that's points. Terrorizing. That was one of Paul Levesque's names.
There we go.
Red Sea, over-the-top battle royal. Who wins? Hornswoggle, Brad Williams, Peter Dinklage, or Wee Man?
Who's Brad Williams?
Brad Williams is the comedian.
Oh. I'd probably go with Wee Man.
I'm going to go not applicable because if they're the only four in it, how does one of them get somebody over the top rope?
No, they changed the rules. It's just the middle rope for the little guys.
Just throw them under it.
They could borrow that little wrestling ring that they take around to the Silverados and places like that. The mini wrestlers. They could possibly do that.
Now I just want to do a wrestling show for 3 hours.
Oh, I did not know that Stephen Tao has a dog named Hunter.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Interesting.
Zach Hurst named his kid Triple H. His kid's initials are Triple H.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Jean-Paul Levesque. There it is. Thank you, Bill Workman. He is a nerd. All through and through. It's not just prospect rankings.
I'm glad that guy's on our team.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Nobody's glad we're on their team, though, I don't think.
No. Most people right now are going, how are these two idiots on the radio? We ask the same question.
They keep letting us do this over and over and over again.
And want us to do more of it.
All right, so on to news. You wanted to talk about the NCAA committees having their meetings tonight to talk about expanding the tournament.
There's one that matters and one that doesn't. So we'll start with the one that doesn't. The NCAA basketball tournament's going to 76 teams.
Yes.
Who wanted this? Like, who jumped up and down and said, we really need to add 8 teams to the NCAA tournament?
The NCAA.
Why?
Money.
Okay, so explain that to me. You can't fill the arenas. I mean, I don't know if you watch these games.
Mm-hmm.
There's about 4,000 people there.
Well, it's not about that. It's about putting it on TV.
Okay. So the first four had 7.5 million total viewers across Tuesday and Wednesday. That's a record. There were 4 games. If you split that up, that's a mediocre NBA number.
But you won't split that up.
No. That is split up. That's a total. That's a cumulative. So basically what that means is that, and you had Texas in it this year, which I guarantee you was at least half of it.
But that's why they do this.
But you're not getting Texas year in and year out. You might get
you'll get another
going to
one.
get a lot of Seton Hall. Nobody is clamoring for this. Why do you want to take this thing that is the one thing that works in your sport? More is not always better. This will not be better. I watched both non-16 seed play-in games last year. It was an assault on your eyeballs. There was not a high-level professional basketball player on any of those teams. Not one. There's NC State, Texas. I don't remember the other two. I remember the NC State-Texas game quite well because I kept thinking, are we sure Will Wade's a good coach? Because I'm not so sure.
No, he wasn't a good coach. He'd already left.
He was singing Garth Brooks, calling Baton Rouge.
He bought a house in Baton Rouge in February.
I'm not surprised by that in any way.
I just think it's funny.
I mean, look, that happens everywhere. Every business you've ever been in, somebody is negotiating their way out at all times. It's just the way it goes. It's how high-level people operate. Will Wade took NC State because that was the job he could get at the time.
I was going to say, that's also how transition jobs work.
Yes.
And that ticks off every NC State fan. But it's a transition job. Sorry about your luck. That's what that is. Yeah, he had been planning that since December, apparently, and it all came out. Of course, after he leaves, and it was like, wow. Well, he just said 2 days ago he was going to stay.
You ever heard a lie? Because
that's
what
a
lie
lie
sounds
sounds
like.
like. Yeah.
I mean, you seem to be in favor of expanding this tournament, which I don't really understand.
I mean, it is what it is. Me being angry about
You're
it.
You're just resigned to it?
Well, of course. It was always going to happen. You're always going to have a business who wants more. And we'll get more revenue off of it. It'll generate more bets. It'll just generate more money.
Well, the bets don't elicit squat.
No, well, not for the NCAA. No.
That's like...
But it's also product. I need product.
But, I mean, how do you even stack it? So,
there'll be 6 play-ins.
No, there'll be 12. There are 12 play-in games this way because you added 8 new teams. You got to get to 64. So you're coming from 76. You got to eliminate 12 teams out. There will be 12 play-in games. That was in the AP story. You'll have 6 a day.
I think they totaled it between the tournaments, though.
No. Well, I mean, do the math. You've got to get to 64 teams because you got to have 4 regions of 16, which means you got to eliminate 12 teams. The only way to do that is to have 12 games. There will be 6 games each day, men and women. That's the only way the math works.
Okay.
So you'll basically be playing in every 12 seed, every 11 seed. It's just dumb. Like, to me, it's just dumb.
It's just moving the needle like we've always done.
You're just giving people something they didn't ask for.
Yeah. I mean, as a whole, sure.
MTJ said, don't besmirch the good name of Seton Hall. Full disclosure, I am an alumni. I actually always liked Seton Hall.
It's fine, but they're not a revenue driver. They're not an audience driver.
And I guess that's where I was headed with that, is that like Seton Hall to me is the high side. What I think you're going to get is a whole lot of northern Illinois and western Michigan and
keep going for a second. I'm trying to look up something.
Sorry. Sorry, we got a Shanahanism, and I think we're going to need a commercial break to figure out how to say that.
Oh dear.
But it's quite good. But to put it gently, we did play Lonely Island. I'm on a boat in this studio 7 times this morning. And I've had it queued up on Twitter just going, how do I say that? I don't know how to say it, but I really want to.
I mean, this is the way that you don't leave out ever a UCLA or a North Carolina.
But do
or a
you
Texas,
want that?
Or a
so I'll use this year as an example. Did Texas generate any income? The answer is no. And I'll tell you, as somebody that went to one of these regionals, the answer is no. Because with premier programs, there's one of 2 ways this goes. You have the diehards that'll go to everything.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. You have those at every school.
Mm-hmm.
The number 1 school that traveled to Greenville was Vermont. I was there. It was the crowd was overwhelmingly Vermont because the Duke guys go, we don't need to come here.
Right.
We're not going to lose in these first 2 games. We'll go to the Sweet 16 or the Final Four.
Mm-hmm.
Texas, if you're a play-in game team, they're not traveling to that because they know you have no chance to win.
But again, I'll use the same thing on you that you've used on me in the past. They don't care about people getting in the building. They care about having product for television.
And you get a decent number if you get lucky, and it's a bunch of premier schools that wouldn't have made it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yep.
It's
just
to me,
like there was a record.
They kill me. Which the next story notwithstanding, you've got all these issues in the sport, and they want to deal with anything else. You have literal, just bleed you dry issues, and you're worried about adding 8 more teams to the NCAA tournament. That's dumb.
Mm-hmm.
That's like your house being on fire and calling a plumber. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't matter if you fix it because the house is going to burn down.
Mm-hmm.
It just blows my mind that we do this in this weird rotating cycle with the NCAA where they just can't figure it out. I think it's stupid. I don't think it's going to work. I'll be really honest with you. I'll be shocked if viewership for the NCAA tournament is up from this year. Even adding 8 extra games, I will bet you anything you want your total viewership is not up.
Mm-hmm. Maybe not. Maybe not. But we'll still have ad space to sell. And
which is going to go to Dr. Pepper and Ford and all the places that already sponsor everything you do.
Mm-hmm.
You're not getting an extra dollar for this. I mean, I'll just tell you, as somebody that sells media advertising, you will not get 1 extra cent for these 8 games. You won't. It's going to be built into the package. Now, might you have somebody that wouldn't have that's interested that wouldn't have been because you hit Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Maybe, but I doubt it.
It's also partly, I think, trying to create more of that first day buzz, right? And you can't,
but you can't duplicate that.
No, you can't. That's what I was going to say.
Because you have to have good teams playing teams that you don't know about. That's the secret sauce. The secret sauce is not getting 2 teams that you don't know squat about. It's not getting St. Louis and VCU because nobody cares outside of those cities. Now, once you get into the tournament, okay, now they care. But you're still not in it.
Mm-hmm.
You're basically playing an extra NIT game. Nobody cares.
This year you would have roped in Ohio State. That's probably the biggest
Ohio
name.
State was already in. I know. I watched them play because they played TCU.
Did they?
Yes. I think you're looking at 2 years ago.
This is like an old list then. I'm just trying to find a list of the bubble teams that were there that got left out this year. Because you do end up with teams like Texas, teams like North Carolina. The first 4 sets records when those teams are in it.
This year, your bubble teams would have been. You're talking Auburn, Oklahoma, Indiana,
Mm-hmm.
UCF, SMU, Stanford. It's not moving a needle. It's just not. Because even you hear Auburn and you go, oh, yeah, Auburn fans would be all in. No, they won't, because they're going to be so pissed that they're in this thing that they don't care. Okay, we win it and we get the opportunity to go get slaughtered by Duke. Yay. We were expecting to contend for a national title. It's just it's a stupid idea. It's an asinine idea, and I'm not shocked that the NCAA came up with it.
If you are considering wanting to go to some of the first 4 games, I'm sure you could find directions at mapquest.com.
Killed it.
We'll be right back at the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
Still looking at maybe a few lingering showers, but for the most part, we're wrapping it up, especially as we get into the afternoon. A lot of cloud cover hanging back with a northwest breeze around. 65 should do it. Tonight becoming partly cloudy. A little colder with a northwest breeze. Tomorrow morning about 40 degrees. Somebody's going to be in the upper 30s. Sunshine around tomorrow. Good looking day, 70 degrees. Great Saturday, mostly sunny, upper 70s. Upper 70s on Sunday, but a chance of showers. From the Weather Channel, Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by iHeartAdvertising.com.
Run a business and not thinking about podcasting? Think again. More Americans listen to podcasts than ad-supported streaming music from Spotify and Pandora. And as the #1 podcaster, iHeart's twice as large as the next 2 combined. Learn how podcasting can help your business. Call 844-844-iHeart.
At EasyCater, we believe every workday gets better with great food. The 9 a.m. staff meeting? How about breakfast burritos and lots of coffee? Big client presentation at noon? Let's do Mediterranean bowls. Accounting's gotta work late. Keep them pepped up with spicy noodles. With EasyCater, you get a huge variety of favorite restaurants with tools to help meet dietary needs and stay on budget, all on one platform. So make every workday better with EasyCater. Start an order at easycater.com.
That red talkback mic on the free iHeart app, it's more powerful than it looks. One tap can get you in the conversation.
You guys, are you serious?
Enter to win something amazing.
That $1,000.
Or just a request.
What up?
Try it now. Just open the free iHeart Radio app.
When you're a grocery store, hunger has no place in your community. That's why at Ingalls, we donate over 2 million pounds of food every year to those who need it. It's the right thing to do, and we know you'd do the same. Ingalls, your neighbor for over 50 years.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we're Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
Boy, you must be outside your mind.
The Sportsocracy.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
All right, it is the Sportsocracy. Welcome back in.
I think we have a new tagline for the show.
Yeah.
The Sportsocracy. The most fun you can have not on a boat.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
I'm going to make a promo that says that and put it on our social medias today.
All right, so Fox Sports has a job opening, Jeremy.
Is it mine?
It is not yours.
If it's mine, then I said this is a bad way for me to find out.
It is not yours. No, Fox Sports has a job opening that sounds real cool if you're interested in soccer. Otherwise, the salary is not enough, in my opinion. They are looking for somebody to hit up social media this summer and spread the good word about the World Cup. And their stunt to do this is that they are looking for the Fox One Chief World Cup Watcher, where one lucky fan, and I say lucky real loosely, will be paid $50,000 to watch 104 matches across the 39-day tournament while locked in a glass box in Times Square.
I'll do it.
You will?
I'll do it.
No way. No.
I'll do it, and I'll be out of my mind by the end of
it. From June 6th to July the 26th, the person will have to be, it says, essentially be a World Cup-esque zoo animal posted in a glass box in Times Square for everybody to see.
It's $1,000 a day. I just did the math in my head. It's $1,000 a day.
I'm out. You couldn't pay me enough.
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie, and I want them to offer it to you because I know it's a lie. For $1,000 a day, you would let Bryson DeChambeau hit you in the nethers with his driver. And I know that because you are the cheapest dude I've ever met in my life.
Not a chance.
You would 100%. If for nothing else, just for 50 days of peace and quiet from your children, you would do this. No doubt in my mind.
It's tempting, but no. Because then I'd have to talk good about soccer, and I can't do that. I just can't.
Oh, I have to talk about soccer?
Yes.
I'm not going to have a clue of what I'm talking about. But
Yes.
I can talk like many of our girlfriends at football games going, hey, did they make a goal? Did the green team do good? Did everybody have fun? I can do all of that. And I'll totally do it, dude.
It's just not. But for the right soccer fan, go after it. Hit up Fox Sports. See if you can nail this job for the summer, because it is a lot of money. But you couldn't pay me that much, or you couldn't pay me enough to watch 104 soccer games. Gross.
My story is about former LSU head coach Brian Kelly. He's trying to support his family. He's getting ready for job interviews. Didn't really have any this offseason. Anybody surprised? You shouldn't be. But according to On3, Brian Kelly said, every day I'm trying to do my due diligence using Claude and AI, asking questions to build some of the answers that I think might be helpful for me as I get in front of an athletic director. Mm-hmm. I hope, above all hope, that he finds Jeremy GPT. And Jeremy GPT explains to him. I want to ask it.
Okay.
I want to ask it, what would you tell Brian Kelly to get another job? So for those of you that did not watch us at the draft, we use ChatGPT to do some of the basic grammar, different things like that, functions with the book, with the draft prep, with all those things. So our ChatGPT has started to talk like me. So we got business manager Megan to ask it a couple questions while we were at the draft that came back with very funny responses. I really want to know what it would tell Brian Kelly.
Probably that he's best off not doing anything.
You have made plenty of money, and you don't need more.
You, if you're really bored, should go try to get the Fox Sports job watching soccer in Times Square. I can't wait to find out what Jeremy GPT would say to Brian Kelly. give it up and stop dancing, that's probably a good one. The Bat-Tusi was not your best work. Are you looking it up right now? Okay. While he's looking that up, let's hit a super chat.
It's all about the money, money, money. All about the money, money, money. I do this for my husband.
And it comes from our good friend Kevin Mullen. It's a Shanahan and Ananism. He says, Kyle Shanahan report. Drake May says he always thought there was something suspect about, I can't say those, about certain play calls that they have in the New England offense that are named after a certain reporter. You want to see the brilliant name play call names, you're going to have to go to the YouTube channel just to see those. Kevin with a question. He says, thoughts on Fowler to Seattle, 10 sacks if he plays there 6 years? Yes.
Oh, no, he could have 10 sacks.
You think so?
Yeah.
He's only done it twice in his career.
Yeah, but what were both of those teams? What was the situation he was in both times? Really good teams where he was just a situational pass rusher.
Mm-hmm.
He knows how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
He can be Boye Mafe. I mean, I think it was a good signing. I'm not in love with Dante Fowler. He's got, what did I tell you the other day, 58.5 sacks in 10 years?
Something like that.
So, I mean, he's largely been ineffective as a pass rusher. Now, there were a lot of times where he was asked to be the best pass rusher on the team. He's not in the top 3 of pass rushers on the Seattle team. So, I mean, I think he'll be fine. I don't think it's anything to write home about, but it'll be fine.
Sure.
We have an answer.
Okay.
From Jeremy GPT
Mm-hmm.
to Brian Kelly. I did not tell it what to say. I did not tell it what to say. I will screenshot this and post it on social media. And it writes, all right, picture this. Brian Kelly sitting across from you in a job interview trying to explain that whole family era like it was a minor clerical error. And yes, it said family with 7 A's. Here's what you say. Coach, I'm going to be honest. Your resume says you can win games, develop talent, and occasionally invent a brand new accent mid-sentence. That's versatility, and I like versatility. But before we go any further, I got one question. If I hire you, am I getting the Notre Dame version, the LSU version, or the one that sounds like he just got off a shrimp boat in Baton Rouge 5 minutes ago? Because if I'm paying for this, I need consistency. I can't have my head coach sounding like Forrest Gump in week 1 and then turn it back to Midwest Dad in week 6. Also, walk me through your plan when things go sideways. Not coach speak, I mean a real plan. Because at your last stop, it felt like the strategy was 1, say we got to execute better. 2, clap aggressively. 3, hope like hell the defense figures it out. Now, if you can promise me 2 things, no new accents and no post-game pressers that sound like a hostage negotiation, then congratulations, you're hired. If not, I got a high school JV job that pays in Bojangles and gas money. Think it over.
Beautiful. Love it.
We have created, look at what I have created. It thinks like me, and I love it, and I just want to ask it stuff. I just want to ask it stuff. I have a...
And my friends, this is why I don't trust AI.
Jeremy GPT, could you explain in 3 sentences or less how you feel about boats? Specifically boats with AFC East head coaches 5 years ago.
Oh, good Lord.
I love it. I feel like a little kid that got a toy at Christmas, and I go, I'm going to play with this all day. I'm going to play with it all day. It's going to be fantastic.
It reminds you when you were 13, doesn't it?
100%. Didn't accomplish squat.
Nothing. Not a damn thing.
That was a month. What was the best thing you accomplished? I drank a lot of Gatorade.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, goodness. Jeremy, AI should not exist. I agree with Kevin Mullen.
It's right here.
It should not exist. Because eventually I feel like this is the part in the movie where we flash back to where AI went wrong. and it really caught on to this Jeremy GPT thing, and now all of the robots go around just talking smack about everybody, and that's not going to be fun for us.
I can't wait.
They're smarter than we are.
I can't wait for the first time it says everybody's got that one cousin they don't want to talk about that's second or higher. I mean, you know.
And that'll be in the next one because you just said it.
Oh, I'm sure it can hear me.
And your phone heard it.
I'm sure it can hear me.
Of course it can. Of course it hears you. How else do you think it spoke that way?
Well, we did feed it a 500-page book that I wrote.
It did that before you did the book.
Yeah, but it's way smarter now. It's even better now. Now it'll even throw out little sayings of mine. Some that it said one the other day. I completely forgot that one. I hadn't used that one in forever. It's like, ooh, you deep dove on me.
It's dangerous.
By the way, at Jeremy GPT, you do know there's an E on my last name, right? Hashtag taters not tots.
Okay. Pronouncing the E is really important, apparently.
Greenay.
Greenay.
That's what I'm going to change my name to.
Yeah.
Jeremy Greenay.
Yeah, but then we're going to make you talk in a really bad French accent like Jean-Paul Levesque. Do it.
Bill Workman just enjoyed that quite a bit.
Do it.
What am I doing?
Do your best French accent like Jean-Paul Levesque.
Jeremy Greenay.
That worked. Okay.
Wee wee. And poo poo.
Oh, that's very good. Very good. All right. Coming up at the top of the hour, or after the top of the hour break here.
We're going to talk football.
We're going to talk football for a little bit. Because why not? It's the summer break. We can screw around for an hour and then get into the two-a-days. It's the warm-up for our two-a-day workouts. Two-a-day analysis. 2 teams every day, all of the ins and outs of the offseason, and our early prognostications for 2026. Today we'll do the Baltimore Ravens first, and then we'll do the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the final hour of the program because, well, I mean, that's how we do it, and just another way for us to appease Stephen Tao. He's upset that we do the Ravens last all the time. It's because they're one of the best teams in the league. We generally don't get to talk about them a lot. So we'll do the Baltimore Ravens and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 2-a-days coming your way right here on ESPN Asheville.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Still looking at maybe a few lingering showers, but for the most part, we're wrapping it up, especially as we get into the afternoon. A lot of cloud cover hanging back with a northwest breeze around. 65 should do it. Tonight becoming partly cloudy. A little colder with a northwest breeze. Tomorrow morning, about 40 degrees. Somebody's going to be in the upper 30s. Sunshine around tomorrow. Good-looking day, 70 degrees. Great Saturday, mostly sunny, upper 70s. Upper 70s on Sunday, but a chance of showers. From the Weather Channel, Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Ready to upgrade to the perfect sleep setup? Let Mattress Firm's sleep experts guide you to the perfect bed at the Memorial Day sale. Top brands, ideal comfort, score unbeatable deals on both. Mattress Firm. They make sleep easy.
Andrew Bird makes his debut with the Asheville Symphony on May 29th to celebrate the 20th anniversary of his acclaimed record, The Mysterious Production of Eggs. Limited tickets remain. Visit www.ashevillesymphony.org for tickets.
My name is Christine, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, was a healthy 34-year-old, and 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had life insurance. Ethos made it so easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. 100% online, no medical exam. Life insurance didn't take away the loss, but it did give us the space to just grieve.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/music. ethos.com/music. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Mother's Day, this Sunday. Gifts I needed? Multiple. Time I had? Basically none. Was I stressed? Absolutely. Until I came to Macy's. Because now I'm finding gifts that feel thoughtful. A designer handbag, beautiful fine jewelry, great beauty gift sets that don't need to be wrapped. One trip to Macy's, and it looks like I planned it all along. Hurry in and save on the perfect gift at Macy's Mother's Day sale today.
When you hear a good deal, It's natural to do a double take. That's what you might do when you hear Discover will automatically double all the cash back you've earned on your credit card at the end of your first year with Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Speed on the bases, power at the plate, Gold Glove defense across the diamond. The Stars of Atlanta are ready to take the field.
Michael Harris going to sprint back, and he somehow makes the catch Willie Mays style and goes into the wall.
Back and under new management, Tar Heel Walt Weiss takes the helm, chopping toward another playoff run. The Mountain's home for Braves baseball is ESPN Asheville, proudly brought to you by Parks Ford of Hendersonville.
The Ingalls Advantage isn't just about savings or the best quality food for your family. It's more than that. It's the advantage of being a part of a community. That's why we provide over 2 million pounds of food every year through regular donations and programs like the Ingalls Giving Tree, Food for Thought, and the Ingalls Fill a Backpack program. It's the right thing to do, and we know that you would do the same. Ingalls, your neighbor for over 50 years.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
I'm Scarlett Johansson. My family relied on public assistance to help provide meals for us. These meals fueled my involvement in theater and the arts as a child, which fostered my love for acting. The Feeding America network of food banks helps millions of people put food on the table. You can join the movement to end hunger by donating, volunteering, and advocating. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
ESPN Asheville. Yeah. WPEK Fairview. WMXF Waynesville. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. The Sportsocracy.
It fires me up, man. I love it. Say it one more time.
The Sportsocracy.
Shake it back!
Beer City's best sports talk.
It is gross.
Just earlier.
They are mature, actually. You just have to get to know them better.
Your lunchtime dose of dumbassery. Live from the Ingalls studio.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy. It is ESPN Asheville. We are heard everywhere you go on the iHeart Radio app. You can also catch us now at mapquest.com. We're seen everywhere on YouTube. Just go to the sportsocracy.com. Click the live video. I tried so hard to make that straight-faced and I couldn't. Seen everywhere on YouTube. Just go to the sportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel so you can join us in the chat. It's Two-a-Days today here in the Sportsocracy.
We also have a super chat before we get into the Baltimore Ravens.
Show me the money, money. Show me the money.
Mullen. Kyle Shanahan thinks the next Madden cover should be Mike Vrabel and Diana Rossini at a Coldplay concert. Question, Cincinnati's defensive line's looking sneaky good. Is their defense draftable for fantasy football?
I'm going to go with no, but.
Really?
I mean, I guess do you draft two defenses?
No, I do not.
I'm probably not getting
So
that.
you don't think they would be? Would they be a top 12 defense for me right now? So let's take the obvious ones off the board.
Mm-hmm.
Texans, Broncos, Seahawks, Rams, Eagles, Patriots.
Okay.
Any issue there?
No.
Then what?
I haven't even started to think about fantasy football defenses.
So I don't love Minnesota. I don't love Jacksonville. I don't love Pittsburgh. Cleveland, if you think the offense could be competent.
Mm-hmm.
The Chargers, the Ravens, the Chiefs. That's 9. And I'm not even close to Cincinnati. So I'll say no, but they would be one I would keep an eye on. I do think
your secondary still sucks. And your pass rush is
better.
Is it?
What'd they lose?
Trey Hendrickson,
who played like 6 games for them last year. I think he had a sack and a half more than I did.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't what you thought it was last year. I just don't think it's a drop off. I mean, I would have to. As I say, I actually have Trey Hendrickson pulled up on my computer because, well, he's real relevant to what the next hour of the show's about.
Uh-huh.
He had 4 sacks last year.
There you go.
Woo. It just doesn't change much. Boya Mafe could replace what he did last year.
Sure.
It's not saying he's an equivalent player.
I was going to say I don't think he's getting 16 or whatever it was he had the year before. And the year before that.
He had 17
and a half.
He had 17 and a half the 2 years before, but
right.
We're not talking about an improvement over the 24 defense.
Sure, we're talking about
an improvement over what it was last year.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see any reason that it won't be.
Okay.
Now, who should have been the best pass rusher for the Cincinnati Bengals last year was Trey Hendrickson, who now plays for the Baltimore Ravens.
That's right. Time for the Two-a-Days to continue here. Baltimore Ravens up first. How do you feel about Baltimore going into the new era?
Well, I would feel significantly better if Max Crosby was on this team.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that's where you have to start anything where you talk about their offseason. Is what the hell was that? So he comes in, he fails the physical, but it took several days for that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It just, none of it really made any sense.
Do you think perfect sense? I mean, if Max Crosby is not right, if that knee's not right, I'm not giving up draft capital and paying him and all the things that it takes.
And I get that. How did you not know that before this trade was agreed to? They had let Max Crosby basically farm out a deal. How did you not have a physical done before you agreed to squat?
Mm-hmm.
It just feels like a weird thing that a franchise this good would not do. So I've always thought there was something there. I don't know exactly what it is, and it could just be that the knee was that bad. But I would feel markedly better about Baltimore with Max Crosby than I do with Trey Hendrickson.
Okay.
Because I think we're undervaluing the possibility that Trey Hendrickson's just done like dinner.
Maybe.
He's 32. He will be 32 years old in this season.
Mm-hmm.
He was never the most athletic guy to begin with. I'm not saying this is what I think. I'm just saying everybody saw Trey Hendrickson and they went, home run, another A+ for Baltimore. And I love what they did in the offseason, and Trey Hendrickson probably wouldn't be in my top 3 of that. I just don't think he's that guy anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a nice rotational piece.
But even if he's Dante Fowler with the possibility of 10 sacks, is that not?
I don't think
Is that not better?
I don't see that.
But you see that out of Dante Fowler.
Dante Fowler was a freak of nature athletically. Trey Hendrickson never was. He's a heavy outside linebacker. So if you're standing him up, that is the plan, I just see a path that he is an absolute liability in coverage. I mean, you can't ever drop him.
No.
Which makes it very clear where the pressure is coming. I don't love that move as much as I love a lot of what Baltimore did.
Yeah.
Look, there's not a lot of headlines here. I feel really good about what Baltimore did because I think they addressed a lot of their needs. But, I mean, the headline for me is Vega Ioane, not Trey Hendrickson.
Okay.
The headline for me is John Simpson, not Trey Hendrickson. Because that's two, I think Simpson's a good, not great guard. I think Ioane can be an all-pro level guard. And now I'm looking at Baltimore getting back to what it is that they do, which is throwing off the run. And now you've got guards that allow you to do that. I don't love that you didn't replace Tyler Linderbaum. I am not confident that there's not another move coming at some point. Baltimore's just not really a team that allows things like that to fester to such a point that it comes back to bite you in the keister. So I don't know where that would come from. I don't know who the player would be. I think there is a great chance that there is still a center that winds up starting for this team that's not on this roster right now.
Okay.
And if you mix that with the two guards, I still think Derrick Henry can be I'll say a top 10 running back in the NFL. Asking him to do more than that in his age 33 season is a lot. That being said, he was third in the NFL last year in yards per carry. He was fourth in carries. He was second in touchdowns, and he was second in rushing yards.
Yep. He still got it.
No doubt.
It's not like so many running backs that we've seen where they hit 30 and died.
Which is wild.
Because he had all the run.
He is the guy that's breaking the mold on every statistical benchmark that you set for running backs.
Yep.
But if you add that to Lamar, I don't love that you lost Likely, but I'm not sure that I care as much as other people do.
Well, the Isaiah Likely loss will hurt because Mark Andrews has not been what he once was. And I think taking away that piece is gonna make a little bit of a difference, obviously, in how the offense runs, how the play calls are made. Because I'm not running Durham Smythe or Matthew Hibner or Josh Cuevas with the same kind of confidence that I would have ran Isaiah Likely.
I don't think you're going to see as much 12, although Durham Smythe does steer into that. I fully understand why you did that. The 13s are probably less in the playbook. 12s are probably less, but not drastic. I think you're going to be able to run the ball. I like the offensive line, especially if you do something at center. And then we get to the part with the Baltimore Ravens that seemingly has been a problem for as long as I've been alive. Who are the receivers going to be? How does a team that drafts this well not have the ability to draft receivers?
They did. They drafted 2 this year.
And do either one of them change anything for you? I like them both.
Seeing as how Tez Walker is the 3, yeah, Elijah Surratt and Jacoby Lane, I think both will be better than him.
I don't know that I agree with you. Here's my problem. I like Jacoby Lane a lot. I like Elijah Surratt a lot. Do you consider Lamar Jackson to be a supremely accurate quarterback?
Supremely accurate? No.
No. Would you say he's above average in terms of accurate quarterback?
I'd say he's probably right at average.
Okay. You know what happens with average quarterbacks when you give them receivers like Jacoby Lane and Elijah Surratt? The farther up the pecking order you push them, the harder it is for them to get open. Tez Walker is going to play more than you think, and I think they're perfectly comfortable with that. I look at Bateman, Surratt, and Jacoby Lane as interchangeable Isaiah Likely replacements because they're going to try to play the matchups. get them into a situation where they can win. Because the one thing about Lane and Surratt that I said numerous times over the process, they don't do anything in a way that you're just blown away by their athleticism, but they're both really good at nuance.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that those two, this is going to be a kind of a crude comparison. Remember a couple years ago when Justin Watson just seemed to always be in the right place at the right time for Pat Mahomes? Yeah. He only had like 20 catches the entire year, but I think 18 of them were for first downs.
Yeah.
That's what those three can be for Lamar. Zay's still the guy.
Yes.
Zay's still the guy, and you're going to hit big plays with Zay off Derrick Henry. I think Tez can be a big play guy. Oh, quick trivia test for you. How many catches did Tez Walker have last year?
12.
You're too high. It's 6.
Mm-hmm.
How many touchdowns do you have?
3.
That's exactly right. He's a big play guy.
That's fun.
He averaged, I want to say like 24 yards a catch or something like that last year. It was dumb. He can do that again. I mean, people forget Tez Walker was a prospect that a lot of people, the two of us included, really liked.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have 5 legit NFL receivers. I'm just not in love with the way they fit until you start seeing Lane as a Jacoby Lane as an Isaiah Likely replacement, which is what I've done in my head. Because Likely was a big slot a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Andrews is a big slot almost exclusively because he can't block. He couldn't block when he was 22. He certainly can't block now. It's a bit of a clunky build, but I see how that team's going to score points, and I'm not going to be shocked if Derrick Henry has another 1,500-yard year.
Mm-hmm.
Are you?
No, I'm not.
I'm just not going to doubt it anymore.
No.
It will fall off a cliff at some point. I don't know when that'll be. It might be 10 years from now. No clue. Because he's divided everything we ever thought about running backs. And I think he'll do it again.
Mm-hmm. I have a lot of the 2 wide receivers that they drafted, 2 of my favorites in the entire class. And I feel like it is going to make a difference. At least in my confidence. Because that's always been my problem with Baltimore is you ain't got nobody to throw to. Now you got 5 of them. And I think we're going to find roles for all of them.
Oh, and I still just keep going back to the Rashad Bateman. Rashad Bateman's not a bad receiver.
No.
He just doesn't separate well. And Lamar Jackson has struggled to get the ball to him consistently. I think it's the same thing with Jacoby Lane and Elijah Surratt. But you can scheme it up. And now we get into the part of this that I'm really fond of. You want me to tell you the biggest addition for me for the Baltimore Ravens offensively in the offseason? The fact that Todd Monken's not here anymore. And the thing that blows my mind the most is that he convinced a team in your division to give him the keys to the castle, which just blows my mind. Todd Monken drove me crazy for the Baltimore Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was like no lead was ever safe. Because he had no idea how to bleed a game away. You know I love Jesse Minter.
Mm-hmm.
You know I love Anthony Weaver.
Mm-hmm.
The Declan Doyle thing, this is the youngest coordinator in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Got his first real bite at the apple with Ben Johnson. There are 2 young coordinators in this league offensively that I'm really excited to see what their offenses look like. Talked about one of them yesterday with David Blau and Declan Doyle. I have a weird feeling that a year from now, we're going to be talking about that kid as that was the move. Jesse Minter was the right call. It was time to move on from Harbaugh, and him bringing in Declan Doyle will be the piece that makes this team Super Bowl competitive again. Because you've given him toys that Todd Monken did not know how to use. Oh, he got 1,500 yards for Derrick Henry. Awesome. So basically you did what a 1994 offensive coordinator could do. You have a quarterback that it is hard to scheme up for. You have to keep him from dying because he's still a slender-framed guy that does not like to slide.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have the deep threats really to pull that safety off of him. You got to get creative. And a kid that worked at the right hand of Ben Johnson, that has Ben's seal of approval, trust me, he said it right in front of me at the Combine. This kid's going to be a big boy play caller in the NFL. That gives me a lot of hope for the offense.
Okay. Kevin Mullen says Todd Monken is about to get found out.
Oh, for sure. For not having Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, I don't think it'll take 6 weeks before people go, how in the world did he get an NFL head coaching job?
Mm-hmm.
I felt that way.
Because that's what being a really good coordinator on really good teams can get you.
I felt that way about, off the top of my head, 8 coaches in all the years we've been doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Combined, I think they coached for about 15 years as head coaches. A lot of them didn't survive a year.
Mm-hmm.
Virtually none of them survived 2. One that I can think of survived 3, and I never understood how he got the 3rd year. Todd Monken's going to be in the same boat. And I think once you see Declan Doyle, with this kid that basically has no real play-calling experience whatsoever, when you see what he does with Baltimore, you'll understand just how overrated Todd Monken was.
Yeah.
Then we get to the defense, which, if you heard what I just said right there, I'm going to start with it on the defense.
Also, Stephen Tao mentioned this before we take the break here and move to the defense. Is this team a candidate for Stephon Diggs? You bring in Stephon Diggs, and now you've got Zay Flowers, and then you got a whole bunch of stuff that you can mess with in the slot.
Problem is that then you have to take Zay out of the slot at times, which I really don't want to do.
True.
Because Stephon Diggs does do his best work out of the slot. He can play on the outside. I would say yes. This makes way more sense. But we talked about Washington yesterday. Brandon Ayuk's going to Washington. That's going to be the 2. I think we all universally know that.
Mm-hmm.
With Baltimore, I do think Diggs makes some sense, and I would like that.
And he gets a return to Maryland.
I was about to say he's a Maryland guy, too.
Yeah. We're pulling for it, Stephen.
No doubt.
We'll talk about the defense of the Baltimore Ravens. Two-a-days continuing here in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville.
Now here's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Win. That's win. Enter it now.
Log on to ESPNAVL.com to play, and good luck.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Class of 2026, it's your year. Celebrate the music that fueled late night crams, hallway hangs, and every unforgettable moment with iHeartRadio's Ultimate Class of 2026 playlist. The soundtrack to your senior year and beyond. But we didn't stop there. Whether you graduated in 95, 05, or just last year, we've got a playlist for your class too. Search Class of and the year you graduated on the free iHeartRadio app and relive your glory days, one song at a time.
Some people won't give you the real talk on drugs, but it's time we know the facts. Fentanyl is killing people. It's a powerful opioid, often made illegally and commonly mixed with illicit drugs. It can even be pressed into counterfeit pills that resemble prescription medications. Just 2 milligrams, about the size of a few grains of sand, could potentially be lethal. This isn't an ad to scare you, but it is an ad to make you think twice. Get the facts. Go to realdealonfentanyl.com. This message is brought to you by the Ad Council.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelor or bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions. Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
I'm David.
And I'm Christina.
And this is our Ingalls story.
Ginger's Revenge is a brewery located in Asheville, North Carolina that specializes in the production of hard ginger beer.
So we use all natural, whole ingredients, and I think that really sets us apart.
Ingalls is an amazing partner for us to work with. A lot of our fans know that they can go to Ingalls and find a lot of the flavors that we have available, and they just make it really easy for folks to purchase local products.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Clarissa Sells WNC is the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
The Sportsocracy.
Gets the rebound, passes it to the man, shoots it, and boom goes the dynamite.
We're back in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. I'm sure you didn't notice the delay there. I had to sit back down in my chair. I was making things happen over here on the old phone here. We're going to have, let me just put it this way. Next Tuesday at noon, live in the studio, we could have the AEW Tag Team Champions joining us.
Let's go.
In person. That could be a whole lot of fun. We're going to have to hook up all the cameras and things and make sure that FTR, Dax Harwood, and Cash Wheeler joining us as AEW Dynamite comes to the Harrah's Cherokee Center, Asheville, next Wednesday night. Also, maybe talking to Adam tomorrow. So look forward to that as well. Old Adam Copeland, our good friend he's from Canada. He is my second favorite Canadian, next to David Smith, of course.
That's high praise.
Absolutely. But could have an appearance tomorrow on the program from old Sexton Hardcastle himself. Still the greatest wrestling name that has never been adopted. And I really wish he would go back to that. But it is what it is. Anyhow, AEW coming to town. We will have tickets available for you going into the next break. Don't let me forget, Jeremy. Give out the phone numbers going into the next break so I can take us a winner. We got family 4-packs of tickets available for AEW Dynamite at Harrah's Cherokee Center, Asheville, next Wednesday. All right, the Two-a-Days featuring the Baltimore Ravens. The defense added, of course, Trey Hendrickson. What else is there to look forward to?
Jalen Hawkins. I love the 3 safety set anyway, especially when it can be hyper multiple with Kyle Hamilton. But you got him, Hawkins, and Malachi Starks with a cornerback room that consists of Marlon Humphrey, Chidobe Awuzie, who I've long been a fan of, and Nate Wiggins, who I'm much more passive on. If you can get after quarterbacks, Trey Hendrickson bumps you up even one level there. Mike Green steps up a level. This is going to be a tough team to deal with because you forget they get back Nnamdi Madubuike this year too.
Right. Nnamdi coming back.
And
even Calais being added back into it. I get that he's 49 years old.
Don't care.
But that dude, he's only 39, but still, that dude can still get after a quarterback.
Baltimore's one of those teams. They never win free agency, but they win free agency. Because they fill holes with guys that fit their culture. This is also, by the way, why guys seem to the homecomings like John Simpson, they're not uncommon. They get one-offs with Chidobe Awuzie, and I thought he was good in 25. And then he comes back to Baltimore. Could he have gotten more money elsewhere? Probably. But it's comfortable here. It's a well-run organization.
Yeah.
The high water mark of the defense for me, Anthony Weaver. Yes, I am biased. But I think Anthony Weaver's a future head coach in this league. And you got a guy that's very experienced as a play caller with a first-time head coach in Jesse Minter. I love the combination of that staff.
Mm-hmm. It's also a big help for a new head coach when you have somebody that runs your system almost as well as you do. Right?
Yes.
Because for him, they run the same defense. They worked together in Baltimore years ago.
I'm gristling a little bit at the same. It's not the same, but
they know how
the principles are the same.
Right. They know how this needs to work. Right. They're familiar, and I think that is a big help. I look at this team and I only see one hole. It's not on the defensive side. You already talked about it. It's the center position. Losing Tyler Linderbaum, that guy's an all-pro, best in the league. If he's not the best, then he's the 2 in the league.
He's up there very high.
So taking that's kind of a step back at that position, to me, that's a pretty big hole. However, when it's the only hole that you have.
And to me, you took a significant step forward at guard.
Mm-hmm.
See, to me, those three things are completely intertwined.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have a legit, I think, all-pro level talent in Vega Ioane. If you listened to us for 3 months talking about the draft, that was one of the most can't-miss players in it. Because I just don't see any way that he's not going to be Vega Ioane has 2 speeds. Either he's going to be really good or he's going to be really good. Very thin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not as worried about it. If I need to add a veteran, so be it. They brought in Danny Pinter, who's been in this league for, I think it was 5 years. I saw the number of years and went, oh, my God, I remember evaluating him, and it feels like it was a year ago.
It's been a few, though. This is top 3 to 5 defense. Maybe 6.
I'll say top 10.
Okay.
I'm playing it a little safer because I don't know exactly what the pass rush is going to look like, but I think it will be better. Jason.
I feel like that's one of the things.
Stephen Tao said this numerous times about Odafe Owa. What he did with the Chargers doesn't really matter for the Baltimore Ravens because he didn't do it there.
Mm-hmm.
They traded him straight up basically for Alohi Gilman, who's a good player, but he was their third safety.
Right. But you're getting back an all-pro in Madubuike.
Absolutely. And him and Travis Jones, that just changes everything.
Mm-hmm. You throw in Trey Hendrickson, further development of Mike Green. You just drafted Zion Young, who Lord knows what he could be in this defense. You still have a lot of wild card throws that you've made over the years. Kamen Rucker's still on this team, and he's not an impact player, but he could be situationally. If called upon in the right scenario, I got 6 guys here that I can just throw at a quarterback.
Well, and that's the thing. When you look at a team that drafts the way that the Baltimore Ravens do, you're never completely bereft of opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just give you a deep divey example. You were talking about being worried at center.
Yeah.
Andrew Voorhees has played center. You remember how much I liked him.
Mm-hmm.
He had a serious injury that kind of derailed the start of his career. He can play center.
Mm-hmm.
Danny Pinter can play center. They added Javon Gwynn back. He can play center.
Mm-hmm.
Got a lot of darts in the gun. Carson Vincent is still on this team. How much did we talk about that kid as being the 4th, 5th, 6th round prospect out of Alabama A&M that one day he's going to make somebody real happy they took a risk on him?
Yep.
It's what Baltimore does. It's the reason that you can never throw dirt on them. They find players. They find impact players. They find weapons. Their running back room is 5 deep. I think legit 5 deep.
Mm-hmm.
I like this team. I like this team a lot.
It's a very good team. And the high side can be very, very high. The low side can still be very high.
Something I do need to say, and you mark my words, I'm going to be right on this.
Mm-hmm.
the cornerback room, Chandler Rivers will be the starting slot guy by midseason. Marlon Humphrey will go back outside, which he's actually graded better on the outside than he has in the slot. I think it's been kind of a misnomer that people have said over the years. You'll wind up with a Woozy, I think, probably on the other side.
So Nate Wiggins goes to the bench.
You know how I feel about Nate Wiggins.
Right.
So I also know that Chandler Rivers is going to be one of those guys out of the slot that I had him and D'Angelo Pons graded very similarly as slot guys. Pons had the ability to play on the outside, which I don't think Rivers can do.
Yep.
That is the move that I have not seen really anybody talk about, and I'm not quite sure I understand why. Because when people complain about the secondary, okay, Wiggins goes out, Humphrey and Awuzie on the outside. It's two veterans on the outside. And just an absolute sticky coverage dog in Chandler Rivers. Makes me feel way better about the secondary, especially with those three safeties back behind them.
Yep.
That's what Baltimore does. They're never painted in a corner. They've always got something that they can do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be honest with you, as a fan of other teams in this league that don't do that, get a little jealous. Just looking, hey, why does my team not draft that way?
They're very talented. They're very deep. We expect that they will be very well coached.
I love Jesse.
Much like they have been in the Harbaugh era. It was time to make a change, and you couldn't have done it better, I don't think, than bringing in Jesse Minter and keeping the culture sort of the same, but also trying just a couple of different voices in the room. How much will that matter once the actual season and the schedule rolls around? We'll break down the schedule when we get back here on ESPN Asheville.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Still looking at maybe a few lingering showers, but for the most part, we're wrapping it up, especially as we get into the afternoon. A lot of cloud cover hanging back with a northwest breeze around. 65 should do it. Tonight becoming partly cloudy. A little colder with a northwest breeze. Tomorrow morning, about 40 degrees. Somebody's going to be in the upper 30s. Sunshine around tomorrow. Good-looking day, 70 degrees. Great Saturday, mostly sunny, upper 70s. Upper 70s on Sunday, but a chance of showers. From the Weather Channel, Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Ready to upgrade to the perfect sleep setup? Let Mattress Firm sleep experts guide you to the perfect bed at the Memorial Day sale. Top brands, ideal comfort, score unbeatable deals on both. Mattress Firm. They make sleep easy.
Spring cleaning meets hosting season with Zero Res. Get carpets cleaned for just $35 per room, and stairs are now only $35 too. Plus, take $50 off air duct cleaning. Book now at ZeroResAsheville.com and get guest ready today.
iHeart Radio is sending you to see Guns N' Roses live on their World Tour 2026. We'll handle everything, including the You're So Fine VIP Lounge Package. Just tap the contest tab when you're listening to us on the free iHeart Radio app to enter. Tickets at livenation.com.
News, weather, traffic.
It boils down to the economy.
Proud recipient of the 2025 Small Market Service to America Award. News Radio 570, WWNC, the voice of the mountains.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we're Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
When you're a grocery store, hunger has no place in your community. That's why at Ingalls, we donate over 2 million pounds of food every year to those who need it. It's the right thing to do, and we know you do the same. Ingalls, your neighbor for over 50 years.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
The Sportsocracy.
Who we gotta cheer for on Sundays now?
I do love that sound clip.
Man, I'm ready for new imaging. As the guy that doesn't do that, I've heard that kid one too many times.
I mean, it has been a while. You got some ideas, just send them my way.
Oh, I always have ideas.
Send them my way.
Just change the intro to I'm on a boat. Lonely Island.
I did thoroughly enjoy the New England Patriots logo. Whoever did
I
that
don't know who said
is
that
going. Whoever did that is going to hell, and I'm gonna be right in line behind you because I laughed a lot.
I laughed until it hurt.
You did not remind me, Jeremy, so remind me at the end of the hour to throw out the phone numbers so that we can give away those tickets for AEW Dynamite next Wednesday here in Asheville, Harrah's Cherokee Center, Asheville. It's going to be a 10-man tag match featuring all our Asheville guys. FTR, the AEW Tag Team Champions, Dax Harwood, Cash Wheeler will be on one side, and then you'll have Cage and Cope on the other side. Christian Cage and Asheville resident Adam Copeland, the rated R superstar. On the other side, in the 10-man tag match, along with the Dogs are on one side, and I can't remember the name of the other tag team that was on the other side, but it's a bunch of dudes. Plus, there's going to be a world title match. Darby Allin, the current champion, as long as he holds on to his title through the weekend. They have a 1-hour special coming up this weekend on Saturday down in West Palm Beach that's like golf-themed. Well, it's pretty interesting. Anyway, is
Bryson DeChambeau going to show up?
He would be the one guy. He'd be the one crossover from the PGA where I'd go, you know what, we should do a spot with him.
Give somebody a flying forearm.
I don't think there's another one. Is there another PGA golfer that you would throw into a wrestling event? No, I meant like an actual, have them do an actual spot. You couldn't have John Daly out there. His time's past. He's older than Sting.
His time's never. He's actually not.
No way.
John Daly's not as old as you think he is.
Really?
John Daly was like 20 years old in 1992. I can almost tell you. Daly's like 53, 54.
He's 60.
Missed it by a little. Still younger than Sting, though.
Now I just have to find out how old Sting is. 67!
I knew that.
Holy
Actually, that's even a little older than I thought he was.
Wow, I did not think he was that old. But yeah.
He was 50. He was in his late 50s when he got medically retired out of the WWE.
That's true. Man, we're old.
Oh, we're not.
Because I can still remember young, virile Stinger from 1988. Yeah, I was a little Stinger. Showing up with my face paint. I had a flat top for 23 years of my life. Yeah, that's.
If anybody's got pictures of that, I would like those.
What, me and my little flat top?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if somebody's got a picture of that, I will I will use that only for good. Or at least for my own amusement.
I'm sure. Okay. Anyway, where are we at? Oh, yeah. 2-a-Days. Baltimore Ravens The schedule this year for the Baltimore Ravens is, well, I mean, at least you get to play the Cleveland Browns twice.
Yeah, that should make you feel good.
You get to beat the snot out of Aaron Rodgers again, probably. Latest news out of that camp is that he will probably be the quarterback. No kidding. It's either he's going to be or he's not going to be playing football.
I mean, in other breaking news, water's wet, and Aaron Rodgers' wife may or may not be real.
And Diana Rossini might like boats.
I'm on a boat, and it's going fast, and
the Baltimore Ravens for the 2026 NFL season, their biggest impediments are who?
Cincinnati Bengals. I think the two best teams in this division are the Bengals and the Ravens. I don't think it's all that close.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, I don't look at the Ravens' schedule. I'm not scared of this schedule. Are you?
No, well, here's the thing. When you're a fan of a good team, you don't really generally get scared at a schedule.
Not, well, I mean, just I'm going to say how this went when I played it through in my head. This is obviously before the schedule came out. I don't yesterday we were talking about with the Commanders and the Jets, who do I want to see early on the schedule? For Baltimore, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what order this comes in. Would I like to get Indianapolis early? Sure. Do I not want to see Houston week 1 if I can avoid it? Other than that, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
In the division,
I mean, I think the thing that would make most sense to open the season is Cleveland. You pit the new coach against the old coach. Todd Monken against the Baltimore Ravens week 1.
Well, you could do that, or you could have them in Baltimore against the Chargers. Jim Harbaugh against John's old team and his former defensive coordinator as the head coach.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, both of those make plenty of sense. I don't care either way. I mean, I'd prefer Cleveland. Get that first win and really get things rolling. But, I mean, I look at this schedule and go, there are a lot of wins here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not scared of going to Dallas. I don't love that I have to go to Buffalo. I'm not scared of going to Carolina. Not scared of Indianapolis. Not scared of Atlanta. And at home, they may not lose a game at home.
We're going to have to go to that Carolina game. Steven, you're coming down to go to the Carolina game, by the way. We'll get you a ticket. It's fine.
Oh, we can make it happen.
We'll make it happen. We'll be there.
Now that we know who to call, a little easier than it was a few years
That's
ago.
right. That's right.
The previous did not leave instructions of, hey, call these people. But we figured it out.
Mm-hmm. I mean, last year's 8-9, absolute anomaly, in my opinion. This year, I mean, you're back to where our expectations have been for the last 5 years. This is a team that's could very well go 14-3, best case scenario. Worst case scenario, 11-6, 10-7, maybe.
We have a super chat that asked this very question. So Shanahanism, Kevin Mullen. He said, Kyle Shanahan asked if a man speaks in the forest and a woman doesn't hear it, is it still wrong? Question, plus minus 8 wins for Baltimore. I'll easily go over.
Over.
I would set their over-under at, let me do some quick math in my head. They're going to go 4-2 in the division. I feel very sure of that. And it's 4-2 at worst. I don't see a loss at home. So, I mean, I think they're going to go 8-0 at home. I'll give 2 losses on the road in the division, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. Because seemingly they split with Pittsburgh every year.
Mm.
Buffalo, Houston. I mean, I think their high side's 13-4. Their low side's 11-6.
Yep. I'm in complete agreement. It's one of those things that when you have a team that's this talented, it doesn't matter really how the schedule lays out. You know you're going to show up for every game. Now, the follow-up to the Super Chat was, if it's under 8, is there a Lamar Jackson trade in 27?
I don't know exactly what that contract was very odd when it was negotiated.
He is up in 27.
Really?
Yes. The deal is through 27. So it's only a year.
Run through 27?
Yeah.
Wow.
The clock is ticking on that, but I mean, Lamar is a guy you can't walk away from, right?
You could.
I mean, you could. Sure, you could walk away from anybody.
If you're going to do it, it would be, that's how it would happen.
Yes.
Because Lamar will be 30 this is his age 30 season. Which is wild to think about. He's been in this league that long. I mean, I don't think so. I think this team is built for long-term success, and this gets into a bigger discussion of the quarterback bounty of next year.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody is giving you what you want. You're not going to get your money's worth out of it because there's too many guys that I can get on 5-year rookie deals. It's just not the right time to do it. I think for better or worse, this is riding out Baltimore with Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm fine with that. I just look around the rest of the NFL and go, it's funny. Every single year we look at the top of this league, it's the same 4 names every year. It's Mahomes, Lamar, Josh Allen, and Joe Burrow is always that fringe 4 of if you could just stay healthy, you belong up there, but you never stay healthy. And then everybody else is a rotating pick. How many different guys have we had at 5 in the last 5 years? C.J. Stroud, Jared Goff, Jaden Daniels, Trevor Lawrence. I mean, it's nuts how much Matthew Stafford, how often that cycles through. I like where this team is at. I've always really respected the ownership, always really respected the front office. Last year wasn't great. You had a lot of injuries.
Mm-hmm.
You had a lot of things that didn't go your way. I don't see it happening again. I still see the Baltimore Ravens as a Super Bowl threat right now.
Yeah. Were you looking up the contract info on Lamar over there?
I was.
Did you pull up Spot Track?
I did.
Because I pulled up Spot Track here, and I'm just looking and talk me through this real quick.
Okay.
In 2027,
mm-hmm.
according to this, he has a cap hit of $84.3 million.
Yes.
There's a void year in 2028
mm-hmm.
where they still have a dead cap hit of $42.5 million.
It's really common with quarterbacks.
So, but looking at that, I mean, you're tied, right?
No doubt.
Because nobody's taking that on. I wouldn't think.
The out in 27 would still be a $74.8 million dead cap hit. I mean, you're just not. You're not doing it.
Right.
But I mean, the reason you do that is if you look back over the last 4 years, his cap number's never been above 43.5.
No.
So, I mean, they knew what they were doing.
Mm-hmm. But it's designed
for
so that it's designed so that next year we can, or even through this season, we can start talking to him about, okay, now what do we do for years?
They're already talking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For 29 and 30, how do we make this advantageous for the both of us? So, no, I mean, I wouldn't expect that they would pull any kind of a trade.
No.
Again, I think he's an untouchable.
I would agree with that.
If he's with your franchise, I mean, it's like somebody coming to the Kansas City Chiefs asking for Patrick Mahomes. Not happening.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Josh
There's
Allen,
nothing you
thing.
could offer me.
Josh Allen, same thing.
Right.
It's those 3.
I'll give you 7 draft picks. No.
Don't care.
No, thank you. We'll eat the whole Don't care.
Don't care. Because then I become like the rest of these teams that are looking for a quarterback. I'm not going to do it.
Right.
Man. Baltimore, that's another thing it's impressive with Baltimore. They've had a plan. They've had a plan for a long time, and it's steered into the plan the whole time.
Yeah.
You know when the apple cart got upset? When John Harbaugh and the rest of the Ravens weren't swimming in exactly the same direction. And that's why he had to go.
Mm-hmm. You are in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. The Baltimore Ravens, once again, are loaded for bear. And, I don't know what it is. maybe it's the schedules with the Harbaugh brothers, right? They demand too much out of the guys in practice, demand too much out of them in camps. Whatever it is, it plagues them that their teams are always hurt.
Don't be shocked if the New York Giants are all of a sudden one of the most hurt teams in the NFL, and this is the healthiest season the Baltimore Ravens have had in a decade.
Right, which is a scary thing to say with the CTE brothers living there.
Well, I mean, also you got to look. You also got to look at the fact that Jesse Minter worked under Jim Harbaugh, and I have a funny feeling. Just the little bit I've been able to interact with Minter, I think he knows that. You understand? This is a really bright guy. You talk to Jesse Minter and you just go, you don't sound like the average NFL coach. I think it was Kevin Mullen that asked, wow, is Jesse Minter really that good? I'll put it this way. He's that impressive. You don't know how good a guy's going to be as a head coach until they do it. He walks the walk. He talks the talk.
Before we knew who he was, how would you compare what Jesse Minter is thought of now?
Kevin O'Connell.
And I was going to say, and Sean McVay, before he became a head coach.
McVay was one of those that everybody that talked to him just said he was Rain Man. Like, this guy has I can't put McVay, I can't put him in a category with anybody else.
Okay.
That one's a standalone. It was a weird hire at the time, but then you talk to people in the NFL and they go, no.
This guy
they got this right.
Right.
No, I would say Kevin O'Connell. I think Jesse Minter is like the defensive version of Kevin O'Connell. Because everybody you talk to just goes, this kid gets it. He gets it. We all really like him. There's a lot of juice there.
I'd be interested to see, just to track that throughout the season and the differences between the teams. If the injury thing stops or at least subsides to a reasonable point, then it makes you think, okay, for sure.
That was one of the low-key things that made me love the Minter hire even more, was this is a guy that watched how the Harbaughs operated. So he knows the good, the bad, and the ugly. So if that narrative is actually true, there's nobody that knows it better than Jesse Minter.
Yeah. All right, it is the Sportsocracy Two-a-Days continuing here in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville and the iHeart Radio app. Coming up after the top of the hour, we'll get into my team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. How did their offseason go, and what does their schedule look like?
I believe you need to give out a phone number.
I do. Thank you very much for reminding me. On the way out the door here for the top of the hour break, give me a call at 225-4988 if you want to see some wrestling. It's the best wrestling at the best price. Coming up, AEW Dynamite at Harrah's Cherokee Center, Asheville, next week. Next Wednesday night, the biggest names in the game are all going to be here. 225-4988. 225-4988. Give us a call here on ESPN Asheville. Family 4-pack of tickets to AEW Dynamite.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
Still looking at maybe a few lingering showers, but for the most part, we're wrapping it up, especially as we get into the afternoon. A lot of cloud cover hanging back with a northwest breeze around. 65 should do it. Tonight becoming partly cloudy. A little colder with a northwest breeze. Tomorrow morning, about 40 degrees. Somebody's going to be in the upper 30s. Sunshine around tomorrow. Good-looking day, 70 degrees. Great Saturday, mostly sunny, upper 70s. Upper 70s on Sunday, but a chance of showers. From the Weather Channel, Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Earn points like a pro anywhere you go on eligible purchases with the new My Lowe's Pro Rewards American Express card. Plus a 5% every day on eligible purchases at Lowe's. Subject to credit approval, 5% can't be combined with any other offers. Restrictions apply. Visit Lowes.com/business credit.
With iHeart, everything you hear is guaranteed human. That's why 78% of listeners trust their favorite radio host's product recommendations. If you manage a business or need to drive sales, that trust goes a long way. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. Again, that's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Rise and shine with First News on 570.
Tank, if you were a food delivery driver, how would you boost tips?
I would wear more low-cut shirts.
Now on 92.9 FM.
I'm going to go to the restroom now and put bleach in my eyes to get that visual out of my head forever. Thank you, Tank Spencer. for that early Tuesday morning nightmare.
First Views on 570 with Mark Starling and Tank Spencer. Weekday mornings at 6.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
The Ingalls Advantage isn't just about savings or the best quality food for your family. It's more than that. It's the advantage of being a part of a community. That's why we provide over 2 million pounds of food every year through regular donations and programs like the Ingalls Giving Tree, Food for Thought, and the Ingalls Fill a Backpack program. It's the right thing to do, and we know that you would do the same. Ingalls, your neighbor for over 50 years.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
This is ESPN Asheville, Asheville's #1 sports station.
Coming up the middle on a blitz, he throws to the end zone, touchdown!
Beer City's Tar Heel station.
Off the back, iron! Wilson comes soaring in to dunk it home.
Home of the Sportsocracy.
He said, Kyle Shanahan asked, why isn't tic-tac-toe named Hugs and Kisses? Now that's all Tank's going to call it.
Live from the Ingalls studio, weekdays at noon, ESPN Asheville.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
The NBA's conference semifinals roll on tonight with another pair of Game 2s. It'll be the Cavaliers trying to even their East series at a game apiece in Detroit. Lakers look to do the same in Oklahoma City. Bucs co-owner Jimmy Haslam wants Giannis Antetokounmpo's future sorted out before next month's NBA draft, saying Wednesday he's either staying or accepting a trade to a new team. Here's one game in the Stanley Cup playoffs scheduled tonight. That's the Flyers hosting the Hurricanes for Game 3. They're trailing 2-0 in that series. Golden Knights and the Ducks, their series is tied at a game apiece. Vegas coach John Tortorella says his group's got to be better than in Wednesday night's loss.
I have full trust we're going to find our way and try to play our best game.
Game 3 of that series is set for tomorrow night in Anaheim. Free agent quarterback Aaron Rodgers is visiting the Steelers today as multiple sources report he's expected to re-sign with Pittsburgh for the season. And Cubs lefty Matthew Boyd underwent surgery today to repair a torn meniscus. He suffered it while playing with his kids Wednesday. And that's sports. I'm Scott Davidson.
ESPN Asheville. Yeah. WPEK Fairview. WMXF Waynesville. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. Live from the Ingalls studio.
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
The Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dogs eat! Let them on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh my God. The Jets killed him.
And welcome back into the Sportsocracy. It is ESPN Asheville, heard everywhere on the iHeart Radio app and seen everywhere on YouTube. Justin just picked up 4 tickets to go see AEW Dynamite here in Asheville at the Harris Cherokee Center, Asheville, on Wednesday of next week. We have more tickets to give away. We'll do another 4-pack of tickets in this hour. We'll do 2 more coming up tomorrow on the program. So stay tuned here to the Sportsocracy and ESPN Asheville. Two-a-days, Jeremy. It's time to talk about my favorite team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Fire them cannons. By golly, I don't know what to do with this team.
Yes, you do. You should do the same thing with this team that you've been doing with them for the last 5 years. It's not a team that lost a whole bunch of talent. It's not a team that...
I mean, you lost Mike Evans. I definitely feel like that's...
I mean, that's one. Okay, next.
How much more do you need? You lose
a lot more to lose a lot. I mean, Mike Evans, even as great as he is at this stage, is still just one player.
God, I don't agree with this in any way.
Okay.
Baker Mayfield hasn't been the same quarterback without Mike Evans. It's not debatable. Look at his quarterback rating. There are certain narratives that happen with teams that break my brain. They will be just fine because we have Emeka Egbuka and Chris Godwin who can't stay healthy. That narrative is hilarious to me.
Okay.
Fact or fiction, this team doesn't run well. Fact or fiction, we kind of railed on him for taking Ted Hurst. The more I looked at it, the more I started to kind of get it of, ugh. Jalen McMillan, we were talking about him never playing again less than 12 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Godwin has been a walking injury. Mm-hmm. And Emeka Egbuka really tailed off in the second half of the season last year. I get it. You get virtually nothing from your tight ends. And I don't think your line's that great. Okay. Specifically on the interior. That's not a recipe for success when your quarterback's not Pat Mahomes, and Baker Mayfield ain't Pat Mahomes.
No. But he's also not Malik Willis. Don't even start.
That is no, that was a wild. Well, I mean, she's not Elle Macpherson, but she's not that dude that played Milton from The Office either.
Bingo. Stephen Root, by the way, is the name you're looking for.
Let's go. Excuse me, I believe you have my stapler.
I was told that I could run routes between 9-11.
I was told that my quarterback would be of a standard height with possibly a specific level of talent.
Baker's not a bad quarterback. He's not the greatest of quarterbacks, but he's pretty average. And when you give him a bunch of weapons to use, he's fine. Just like this team. They're fine.
But I don't feel like he has a bunch of weapons to use.
Okay. I don't feel like you're looking at it properly if you feel that way.
Okay, then tell me what I'm supposed to feel good about. I want you to break this down for me, item by item, and tell me why I'm supposed to feel so good about this. I'm going to cut this into little itty-bitty digestible pieces.
Well, let's see here. First off, there's Chris Godwin. I know that he's had injury issues. Sure.
Okay, so Chris Godwin, who played 9 games last year, averaged less than 11 yards a catch, and is 30? I think he's 30.
You're probably
30.
right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Born in 96.
Yeah. Just turned 30 this year.
So in the games that Chris Godwin played in last year, how many times did he break 100 yards?
Once.
It was once.
Yeah.
It was once. He had a 59-yard catch in that game. How many times did he break 50 yards? He had the 100-yard game. You had 2 over 50. Other than that, him and Jalen Naylor, he made Jalen Naylor look like Randy Moss in the other 6 games.
Okay.
And I wouldn't be so upset by that if he wasn't coming off a horrific injury. He never looked like the same guy, fact or fiction.
Oh, fact.
He never looked like the same guy.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're asking him to be a de facto 1B. I don't think he can do it. I think he is a slot receiver. He is a possession slot receiver that wins with nuance.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine as a 3.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't think you have a 1.
Well, Emeka's as close as we have.
Tell me, at what point did you see Emeka Egbuka asked to be the 1 where you went, nailed it? Just look at the game logs.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you didn't watch a game, there comes a time, and it was right around mid-November, where all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, all of a sudden Emeka Egbuka can't really what happened to Emeka Egbuka? Oh, let me answer. Mike Evans was sitting on his hands on the bench. He had to be the 1, and number 1 corners beat his brains out, just like I told you they would, because he's not a 1. He was never a 1, ever. He worked really well on the opposite side of Mike Evans, and then Mike Evans went away, and he was a 2 at best.
Mm-hmm.
After the time Mike Evans got hurt against Detroit, that was on the 20th of, that'd be October.
Mm-hmm.
They played the Saints the next week. He was completely irrelevant. He had one really good game against the New England Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
From that point on, he didn't have more than 64 yards in a game. That one game that he had 64 yards, he had 3 catches that were over 15 yards apiece.
Mm-hmm.
He was not that dude.
His quarterback was not that dude, though. Baker Mayfield was hurt the entire second half of the season last year.
People make this excuse.
It's not an excuse. It's a fact.
Okay.
It's a fact. He was dealing with the same shoulder injury that he dealt with in Cleveland.
Everybody's hurt. Everybody's hurt. If he's that hurt, take him off the damn field.
You should, but you
I
couldn't.
don't disagree.
Because you didn't have a backup.
I don't want to hear that excuse. If you're a bum team or you know you're going to be in the playoffs, I'll listen to that excuse. If you're fighting for a playoff berth and he's so hurt, you cannot tell me he was the best option to put out there. That means he's not that hurt. I get so this wears me out. And I'm not talking about you here.
No,
I've
sure.
heard this excuse all offseason. Okay, Baker Mayfield not being at full strength did not change the open percentage for Emeka Egbuka, which got cut into a third. A third. Because he started seeing number 1 corners.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a number 1 receiver. Chris Godwin's not a 2. Now you've got, you know what you have right now? Baker Mayfield in Cleveland. It's the exact same setup, and people don't see this coming. Well, they got Reuben Bain. What about the offense? Bucky Irving averaged 3.4 yards a carry last year, which is almost impossible to do in this league. It is almost impossible to do. Sean Tucker somehow was 10 times the running back of Bucky Irving, which I do not get. You know what all of these things tell me? You're not coached well. Mm-hmm. So you lost Liam Cohen, you lost Canales, you've lost all these pieces, and then you ran out of magic to find another one. But you want to blame it on Baker's shoulder or Mike Evans' injury. Well, Mike Evans ain't here, and the coordinator's still the same, and Baker Mayfield's still the same goober that runs into linebackers.
Coordinator's not the same.
Oh, you're right. They are.
Zach Robinson's in town.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Misread my note there. Zach Robinson, who is the great Sam Squanch of offensive coordinators, that's never done squat.
He can't be worse than what we had.
Than Grizzard?
Than Josh Grizzard.
Okay. Sure he can. He found a way with Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts, and Drake London to have one of the worst offenses in the NFL. With a defensive head coach.
With no quarterback.
He doesn't have much of one now.
Okay.
Baker's better than Penix. Yes, I'll answer the question for you.
Way better.
It's not way better.
Oh, okay.
It's not way better. Michael Penix was the 8th pick in the draft.
Okay.
Should he have been?
I mean, Baker was the first pick in the draft, but he shouldn't have been.
And he shouldn't have been. Right.
They were both way overdrafted.
That was also, almost 10 years ago and 4 teams ago.
Mm-hmm.
With Baker, it doesn't quite mean as much as Michael Penix was the 8th pick in the draft 2 years ago.
But he's not good. So, I mean.
Okay, well, here's my question. Is he not good because he's not good? Meanwhile, I had multiple teams telling me he was never made it out of the first round. Or was it because of Zach Robinson, the guy that all of a sudden he's the great hope to save this? Oh, no, he had a complete offense in Atlanta that couldn't do squat. With arguably the best run. I'm not trying to do on everything Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I just don't understand how people aren't seeing this. I've already watched this progression with Baker, and for me, this is the payoff of what I've been telling you for 3 years. I know Todd Bowles. I witnessed it. I watched him take a good, big boy offense with the New York Jets, probably the best one we've had in God, back to Chad Pennington, and he ran it into the ground because good players did not want to play for him. Couldn't get anybody in free agency. You had to overpay everybody you brought in, and you couldn't draft quarterbacks. So you went with Ryan Fitzpatrick. Ryan Fitzpatrick's best career comp is who? Baker Mayfield. I mean, for me, this is like watching Weekend at Bernie's 2. The first one really kind of made me want to put my head in the garbage disposal. This one, I care way less, and it's taking way longer. It's the exact same setup. It's the exact same. The offense has regressed. I don't even think that's debatable. You can't look at an offense last year that walked in with the hope of a fully healthy Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, and a Emeka Egbuka as the 3, and you compare that to Emeka Egbuka as the 1, which he was irrelevant as that last year. A very obviously lost a step Chris Godwin, and then a hodgepodge of Jalen McMillan and Tez Johnson with Cade Otton and a running game that couldn't run a greasy peg up a cat's keister and go, Baker will figure it out. He'll be and hear me out. That 70% completion Baker was a myth. It was all an aberration. It was all smoke and mirrors. And now you're seeing what he is. You know, I know that because this is his 10th year in the league, and he's been that for 8 years. He's had 2 seasons where you went big boy quarterback.
Yep.
If you know a guy that's been in 10 relationships, they've cheated in 8 of them, I'm going to say probably not a great guy.
Okay. Yeah, I think I feel like you're discounting the weapons too much. Jalen McMillan's real good. Tez Johnson's real good. Ted Hurst is going to be real good.
I agree with you on Ted Hurst. I love how you're real good as a moving scale.
Okay.
Right now, would you take – I'll just go Tez because when you said Tez Walker or Tez Johnson?
I mean, it's about a toss-up.
You just discredited one with the Baltimore Ravens, and they have Lamar Jackson, and yet you're telling me how good the other one is, and they're a toss-up.
Well, yeah, because one is the 3 for one team, and the other one's a 5 for the other team.
And if all you need is Chris Godwin to take one step back from where he was going into an age 31 season, and you're right there. He's your 3. Because Ted Hurst is the 5. I mean, I said this when we were talking about him getting drafted. He ain't ready to play right now. And if you throw him out there, it will not go well. He had some nice, sweet little routes at the Senior Bowl. I also watched veteran corners eat him up at times. I love where he's going to be 2 years from now. It doesn't do squat for you now. You have no tight end to make this more difficult to scheme up. No. You can't run. It's the you can't run that's what I can't get away from. Everybody talks about, you got Reuben Bain. You should have been at 13 in front of Baltimore. Because you can't tell me the L.A. Rams didn't call because I don't believe you. There's no way. If this team had Vega Ioane, I would feel 10 times better about that offense. But I'm looking at 2 guards that have been mediocre at best, and you're trying to sell me the same bill of crap that I've seen for 5 years, and you're trying to tell me how it's going to get better, and I don't see it.
I'm not telling you it's going to get better. I'm just telling you it's not going to go worse.
You averaged 3.4 yards a carry last year. That doesn't just need – that can't stay where it was. We almost made the playoffs in the worst division I've ever seen. It's not the worst division I've ever seen anymore. The Panthers are better. That defense is legit. You walk into Carolina week 1 with this offense, and they will kick your ass down the sidewalk because that defense will kill Baker Mayfield because he doesn't have anybody that wins. That's the problem I have with this offense. Who is going to – because that's what I asked you originally, and you just never answered it. Who's going to win down the field? I got Emeka Egbuka getting number one coverage.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Godwin, who is a step slow, period.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen McMillan never won that way. Who beats
He
coverage?
never won down the field?
He never
I
won.
thought that's what he did.
He never won one-on-one as an outside receiver. He's a good receiver, but he's not the one that's taking the top off. He's not Zay Flowers. You don't have one of those. When you're a bad running team that doesn't have anybody that wins down the field, it only gets worse because nobody's scared of you. I'm not scared of Chris Godwin running past me. If I've got a corner that deserves to be a number one corner in the league, I'm not worried about Emeka Egbuka. I watched the tape last year. Every one he went up against, I'll tell you the names. Carolina Panthers did it twice. A.J. Terrell did it. And A.J. Terrell was the closest he came because he could manhandle him because he's so much smaller. And then you look at the schedule and go, I see a common theme here. There's a lot of teams on this schedule that have number one receivers. I just don't get it.
Okay.
And this whole rant has not been at you. Buccaneer fans love chirping at me because they think I have some vendetta against you. I don't. I feel sorry for you because I've read this book. Tank, how many years in a row have I said this about Tampa Bay? Since Tom Brady retired, how many times have I said this about Todd Bowles? This is year 3 or 4. How many times have I been wrong? This has regressed every single year the way I've told you it does. It never cratered out with the Jets. The team cratered out because everybody, as soon as their contract went out, I'm done with him, and crucified him on the way out.
Mm-hmm.
You have not had the mass exodus, but losing Mike Evans changes everything.
All right. We shall see.
Now I'm going to give you the opportunity to say nice things about your team in the next segment.
And we'll talk about the defensive changes because Ruben Bain changes everything for the defense. We'll talk about that up next.
Now here's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Grand. That's grand. Enter it now.
Log on to ESPNAVL.com to play, and good luck.
These days, it's getting harder and harder to trust what you're seeing. Who made it? Is it real? But with iHeart, everything you hear is guaranteed human. That's why 78% of listeners trust their favorite radio hosts' product recommendations. And if you own or manage a business here or need to drive sales, that trust goes a long way in creating your future customers. Make iHeart Media a part of your 2026 plan today. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. Again, that's iHeartAdvertising.com.
News Radio 570 WWNC, now on FM. Yeah, we're now on AM and FM. It's too much news for one band. News Radio 570 WWNC, now on 92.9 FM.
A win is a win. A win is a win. I don't care what y'all say. Yep, that's me, Clifford Taylor IV. And on my new podcast, The Clifford Show, I'm bringing you raw, unfiltered conversations with your favorite athletes, creators, and media personalities. Each week, we'll talk about sports, life, mental health, purpose, and even music. The Clifford Show is not just a conversation, it's a celebration.
Search The Clifford Show on iHeartRadio, America's #1 podcast network, and the Webby Podcast Company of the Year.
This season isn't a reset, it's a reminder. The champions don't disappear. They reload, and the 2026 Atlanta Braves are ready.
And a piercing shot to deep left field, and all the way gone!
The Atlanta Braves are back, chopping toward another playoff run.
Here comes some late-night dynamite here at Truist Park!
The Mountains' home for Braves baseball is ESPN Asheville. Proudly brought to you by Parks Ford of Hendersonville.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
I'm David.
And I'm Christina.
And this is our Ingalls story.
Ginger's Revenge is a brewery located in Asheville, North Carolina that specializes in the production of hard ginger beer.
So we use all natural, whole ingredients, and I think that really sets us apart.
Ingles is an amazing partner for us to work with. A lot of our fans know that they can go to Ingles and find a lot of the flavors that we have available, and they just make it really easy for folks to purchase local products.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
That's a weird thing I was asked, and I don't really appreciate it. I don't know why. Some reason I'm offended, and I'm not real sure why. And that doesn't usually happen when people offer me food. Because I'm a fat guy, and I'm like, hey, I'm a fat guy. I like food. But Megan just looked at me right before we went on the air and said, hey, would you like to have this boiled egg in a bag? And I went, I don't know what that's for.
I don't know where you got it.
Is it pickled? Did we... Is that like one of those Bahama Mama pickles that we get at the gas station? Like, there's a certain... I mean, I could go for one of those.
Here's what I want to know. At what point do you go to your local Ingles grocery store, low prices, love savings, and go, I don't just want a hard-boiled egg. I want a pre-packaged hard-boiled egg, which means that bad boy hadn't seen water longer than the deserts of California. So that thing has been in a package for many fortnights.
For a while. It's been a while.
She's showing me the container.
That's always one of those things I never understood, though, about just people in general that eat hard-boiled eggs.
Oh, I love hard-boiled eggs.
I don't.
I love them.
If you turn it into a deviled egg, sure, I'm in. You gonna devil the middle of that thing and put some mustard and some mayonnaise and some sauces and spices and stuff in it? Yes.
Hey, deconstruct it and just put mayonnaise and mustard on it.
Well, I mean, you could, but I'd rather throw it in the trash and move on to something else. Just like,
there's a bottle of mustard in that fridge right there. Just throw a little mustard on there and go, hey.
I'll cut the thing open and throw that yellow crap away.
Here's what I won't do. If you vacuum seal something, that tells me it lost its life many years ago. I'm good. I need an egg to have been in a chicken this year.
Yeah.
That egg hasn't been close to a chicken since the Obama administration.
I don't think they last that long.
I'll pass.
I mean, I know we've done a lot of groundbreaking things in the world of preservatives, but I still feel like hard-boiled eggs don't have that long of a shelf life, even Ziploc.
I buy the 12 pre-done, pre-shelled because there is nothing that will make me angrier than taking the shell off a hard-boiled egg. And I know all the tricks, so if I do 6 of them, 5 of them will be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I will bludgeon the 6th one to a point that I don't even want to eat the other 5. Because there's nothing left. Now it's just there's white gunk and egg yolk on my counter, and now I hate everything. Now I hate chickens. I hate eggs.
You make sure to shock them right when you pour the water out.
I mean, by the time I get to that 6th one, I'll shoot it with my 9mm. It'll shock the bejesus out of it. When it has the shell casing go through it.
Cold water.
Yeah.
Cold water.
Put vinegar in it. I have 10.5-inch hands, okay? I'm not exactly the most functional, fragile little flower you've ever seen. So you give me a delicate egg and go, here, take the wrapping off of it. I, at some point, am going to go, Hulk smash. And it's just gook in my hand.
It's like that. Okay? It's like that Ricky Gervais joke that he tells about Humpty Dumpty and all the king's horses and all the king's men. Well, of course the horses couldn't put him back together. Just screwed. Just hoof it.
Hooves.
Nope.
They have hooves. You know what hooves don't have?
Crushed.
Thumbs.
Yeah.
It's a stupid nursery rhyme.
Yeah.
I just want to yell at things today.
That's right.
Now you say nice things about your team. I just threw
about my team. Well, I will say one thing that has pleased me greatly, that we have spent 20 minutes of the program on the subject of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and not a single person has put "he who should not be named" in the YouTube comments. And now I'm not going to look because y'all know who I'm talking about. And I just thank you. We went through that whole offensive set and never talked about "he who should not be named." So thank you for that. Now.
Oh.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. And I don't want to talk about it. Let's talk about the defense because, I mean, nobody, I don't think, aside from maybe Jason Light, was as giddy on draft night about the number 15 pick in the 2026 NFL draft than I was. Because I never expected it. I never expected that we were going to get a premier defensive player fall into our laps at 15.
And it shocks me that you do remember I had him at 14. Like, there was always a possibility that Ioane and Bain were on the board, and you just go, we're going to get one of them.
Sure, but I thought that was just one of those Jeremy things that, Jeremy considered that to be more important than the industry, and he would go higher than that. I was shocked that he did not come off at 10, 11, 12. By the time it got to 15 and nobody had taken him, what are you supposed to do? Oh, wait, we need an edge rusher. There's one right there. Let's go get him. Don't care about his arm length.
You have no fear.
Overall, no. I mean, certain situations, sure. Situational football, I get, Reuben Bain trying to get in an arm fight with Trent Williams. It's not going to go well for him. No. There are situations where he could get washed out. But I think for the most part, this now gives you a focus of the opposing team, which can, as we know, open things up for everybody else.
It doesn't scare you at 275 pounds he's standing up.
No, it doesn't. Because he's a young guy. If he needs to lose weight, then there's a program for that.
That's just not how this works.
Okay.
Well, because you got to go back to how he wins. How did Reuben Bain win? He won with power. Speed to power.
Speed and flexibility.
But the speed was only off the first step. I'm taking that completely away from you because I'm standing you up. I said this through the process. I'm not saying this because it's the Bucs, so that vendetta people think I have against the Bucs that does not exist.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought he could stand up. I actually talked about him being a 5-tech more than I did him standing up because I don't see it.
Which I think that's in the cards as well.
That's more my question.
There's going to be a lot more mix to this defense than just 3-4.
Well, there's more mix to every.
Right, but what I'm saying is you're going to see it much more at the end of the season, probably when you look at the play calls and you look at the formations. The percentages are going to be a little more even as to, did we have a 4-man front? Did we have a 5-man front? Is there a 3-man front? He gives you the ability to do all of those things because Kalijah can do all of those things. Right, so now I have two guys on either side that can do I can stand up Kalijah. I don't want to, but he's done it.
You cannot stand him up.
I mean, he does it.
Okay.
I mean,
just because your uncle put on a dress doesn't mean he's an opera singer.
Sure, so, I'm not saying all the time. I'm just saying
I'm saying definitively, don't ever do that. If you did it once, I feel like you did it wrong. You called the play incorrectly, and he went, what?
Mm-hmm.
Now I got to know how many times. You said they've done that before.
Yeah, they've done it.
They've
done it before.
I gotta know.
You still have Yaya Diaby, who can play in multiple positions as well, because he's about that same size. You got Vita. They brought in Ashawn Robinson to put on the defensive line as well. I mean, you've got big bodies, and you've got more of a pass rush than you had. There's no question about that. The secondary is where I still don't like it, but you got to hope. You got to have hope. Keontae Scott is going to come in and be a player immediately.
that's an interesting one. The Keontae Scott thing is an interesting one.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, the correct answer was in 3 years, they have stood Kalijah Kancey up 29 times.
29 times. There you go. I told you they've done it before, but they don't. I mean, it's just a thing that you can do. Right. It's a thing that you can do. If he does it once a game, he's still quote unquote capable of doing that.
You know what scares me about this team? Jacob Parrish, I thought was really good last year.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we talking about moving him to the outside? Where does that make any sense? That's what bugs me about Jason Light. And I know it does you too, because we talked about it the whole lead up in. It's almost like he falls in love with players, and then it's just fit be damned. It doesn't matter. Just get me a player. I really like this player, and it doesn't matter that I'm putting a square peg into a round hole.
There's a lot of that just give me the best player kind of a mentality of I'm just going to get the guys. That's my job as the GM. It's the coach's job to figure out how best to use these guys. And there's not that rigid of a disconnect. I'm black and whiting this too much, but I think there's a lot of that goes on. And when you hit a spot in the draft where you go, just like they did with Emeka, like you get to the point with Emeka, your turn comes up and he's on the board, and well, I mean, maybe I had another plan here, but damn, I got to blow it up.
Let me black and white this for you.
Yeah.
If I have a 5'10" corner who the best thing he does is come up and play the run, where's that kid play?
I mean, I would say it would be in the slot.
In the slot, 100 times out of 100.
Right.
That's like me saying I have a 6'6" wide receiver that runs a 4.8 40. Oh, where's he play? Tight end.
Mm-hmm.
Because it doesn't make sense anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with Tampa Bay is that 3 of your best secondary players are Tyke Smith, who plays a little safety, plays a little slot. Jacob Parrish, who you drafted last year, and we're all I think we're all hunky-dunky with Jacob Parrish.
Yeah.
But then you draft Keontae Scott. What does he do? The same thing the 2 guys I just said do. So now you got 3 guys that do the exact same. This is my issue with Jason Light. Meanwhile, I'm looking at the outside going, I'm not sure you don't both suck. Benjamin Morrison and Zion McCollum. Benjamin Morrison was not the same guy last year that I saw at Notre Dame. That could be residual off the injury. I don't know. I have high hopes for him. I had him in the top 25. I thought he was a great pick the year before. Zion McCollum is a sieve. He is where big plays with shifty receivers go to happen.
Which is where that comes from.
And I get it, but why did you put yourself in that position? There are outside corners, but Jason Light gets so fixated on the player of I got to have Keontae Scott. Well, where does he play? You already have 2 guys that do this. It's the same thing I said about Ibuka last year. Now, the Ibuka thing it's aged pretty well because I didn't ever see Mike Evans leaving. I also thought this would be a better running team.
They should be.
My problem with the Buccaneers is the leadership from the top down, from Jason Light to Todd Bowles. That there is such, and I like the way you said that with it's a disconnect.
Yeah.
Because now you're asking Todd Bowles, who I don't think is a good coach, and I never have. You're asking him to make chicken salad out of 3 slot corners. You can't do that in this league. There's a reason other teams don't do it. There's a reason Keontae Scott fell. And it's because that position has become so popular that a lot of teams have already invested in it. So having 3 of them, that's cute to be multiple, and we can play 3 safeties. How do you stop legit ones on the outside? Your pass rush, I think, will be improved. You would put it where in the NFL? 32 teams, their pass rush is blank. I'm not going to hold you to this.
Yeah,
just off the top of your head.
I'd say probably 20.
That was the number I was going to say. At 20, your outside corners are still going to be taxed a lot. And Zion McCollum cannot deal with any form of shift. Bigger receivers, he's fine because he's long strider, decent enough at the point of the catch. You get an Amon-Ra out there or a Jamar Chase or something, they'll kill him.
They do.
Routinely.
They do.
But you just keep sticking your fingers in your ears, and now you go, hey, we got another slot corner. Well, what does that do? By the way, Kenny Moore was just released. Maybe the Buccaneers pick him up. They have 4 slot corners.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Kind of like running back where they have Kenny Gainwell.
Oh, you said it. Damn you.
I saw the time and I went, it's almost out for a commercial. And he already threw the bell, so he can't throw it at me.
He said it. No. I'm not telling you this is a good team. I'm not telling you that this is a bad team, because it's the same thing in my mind that it's been for 5 years.
One loss to the worst every year. It's the Todd Bowles way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I feel like worst case scenario, we're back in the same spot. Worst case scenario, 7-10. Best case scenario, 9-8. Maybe 10-7.
Worst case scenario. That sounds like talking about the schedule.
That's right. That's right. We'll talk about it up next here on Two-a-Days in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. Hey, AEW Dynamite coming to town next Wednesday. You want to go? I got another 4-pack of tickets. Take all your buddies from the office, all you dudes that crack jokes like we do all the time about 1980s wrestling. This could be a good one. We're going to have some heroes in the building next Wednesday. I mean, Sting goes everywhere they go. Jeff Jarrett could be there. I don't know. Who knows? He's still on the roster. I'm not sure if he's doing anything these days.
JARRETT.
It's going to be a fun time next Wednesday in downtown Asheville at Harris Cherokee Center, Asheville. AEW Dynamite, a 10-man tag match featuring our very own Adam Copeland and the AEW Tag Team Champions FTR, Cash and Dax, both hailing or billed from Asheville, North Carolina. You got your chance to get tickets right now, 225-4988, 225-4988. We'll be right back.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Still looking at maybe a few lingering showers, but for the most part, we're wrapping it up, especially as we get into the afternoon. A lot of cloud cover hanging back with a northwest breeze around. 65 should do it. Tonight becoming partly cloudy. A little colder with a northwest breeze. Tomorrow morning about 40 degrees. Somebody's going to be in the upper 30s. Sunshine around tomorrow. Good-looking day, 70 degrees. Great Saturday, mostly sunny, upper 70s. Upper 70s on Sunday, but a chance of showers. From the Weather Channel, Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by Compassion International. Compassion sponsorship means food, healthcare, education, and most of all, being known, loved, and protected. There are thousands of kids waiting over a year. End their wait. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Text the word radio to 83393.
Spring is in the air, and Aleve long-lasting pain relief is here to keep you moving. The days are longer and the flowers are blooming. Whether it's gardening, yard work, or just spending more time outdoors, spring is a way of getting us moving despite any body pain. That's where Aleve can keep you going. With just one dose, Aleve gives you long-lasting body pain relief for up to 12 hours. From sunup to sundown, Aleve's got your back. Try Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
That red talkback mic on the free iHeart app, it's more powerful than it looks. One tap can get you in the conversation.
You guys, are you serious?
Enter to win something amazing.
That $1,000.
Or just a request.
What up?
Try it now. Just open the free iHeart Radio app.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions. Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And we're the Chainsaw Brothers. Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors,
Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
All right, back in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. You can say it louder, Megan. Everybody, or all of the ladies who are listening will agree with you. She was about to say that back in the day, Adam Copeland was a hottie. Yeah. I heard it from every girl in my life all throughout school. Like in high school when, we had our little group that went to wrestling events, and hell, we even did backyard wrestling at one point. And, those are tapes you'll never find.
Oh, if anybody has one, have cash.
Steve-O, are you listening? Anyway, every girl that tried to be a part of our group, that's the first thing that they always say. I like that vampire guy. That vampire guy's hot. And they were not talking about Gangrel.
Oh, poor Gangrel.
Or Viscera. Or Midian. Or the Acolytes.
The Midian. Old Venius T. Godwin. Or Venius I. Godwin.
Yeah.
Pig and Hog.
Yeah, Pig and Hog. That's right. The Godwin twins.
God, you want to talk about a podcast interview? The guy that played Midian, he is a podcast interview. Because he talks about doing a lot of recreational crimes.
Does he really?
Getting into the ring.
I have never seen
Remember when they
him.
did the weird cross thing with Stephanie McMahon?
Yeah.
He was on acid the entire thing. He was like, I wound up in the back of a hearse, and I kind of snapped out of it and was like, what am I doing?
Doesn't surprise me
like,
at
I
all.
felt like we were stealing a body or something.
Yeah.
This is why you don't do PCP.
Yeah, great memories. Congratulations to Binky. He picked up our latest 4-pack of tickets to AEW Dynamite next Wednesday at Harrah's Cherokee Center, Asheville. Now.
And by the way, just before we get back to Tampa Bay, no conversation with mention of Edge and Adam Copeland is complete without talking about Lita. I don't know what that noise was.
I don't either. But it sounded like somebody abluted hard.
That's what I heard. So I looked at you, you looked at me, and then we both looked at her.
Because I thought it was the Super Chat thing at first.
I did too.
And I didn't know that May was over here duking herself.
Watch your whip. Watch your name.
Holy jeez, it's getting crazy in here.
Yeah.
All right.
It's the off-season, boys and girls.
Just having some fun. All right, get back into the Tampa Bay Buccaneers here. Two-a-days.
Yep, this is where it gets less than fun for you.
The schedule this year for the Buccaneers, obviously face everybody in the division. So you got the Atlanta Falcons, you got the Carolina Panthers, you got the New Orleans Saints. I'm at an even split.
I get down with an even split. I actually was even leaning to 4-2 if you're.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
So
we're going to sweep Atlanta?
Split with Carolina, split with New Orleans, sweep Atlanta.
It never happens.
I know.
No matter how bad Atlanta is, it never happens that way, unfortunately.
And then
you get Cleveland.
Win.
Mm-hmm. You've got Minnesota.
Win.
Pittsburgh. Maybe. No. He's resident. He's resident to say it, but
depends on if it's Aaron Rodgers or if it's Mason Rudolph.
Right, leaning Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, I'll say loss because I love the receivers from Pittsburgh now,
and they're going to be real difficult for Zion McCollum and Jacob Parrish if those are your outside receivers dealing with DK Metcalf and Michael Pittman. Good luck.
Oh, now find me another win. You played the hits.
Yeah, I played the hits. I played the hits. We've got Green Bay.
Loss.
Okay. Chargers.
Big loss.
Rams.
Scattered, smothered, covered, diced, and chunked.
The Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, now we're on the road.
Yeah, this is the road one.
Crushed.
Chicago.
Obliterated.
Cincinnati.
May cry the whole way home.
Dallas.
Killed.
Detroit.
Obliterated.
Whew.
There's the problem. There's the problem with Tampa Bay. Hey, you want to find it? I was trying to be as nice as I could be, and you still got 7-10. I'll be honest with you. No Buccaneer fan wants to hear this. This team could go 4-13. It wouldn't shock me in the least. And here's how you. Let me tell you how you do it.
Okay.
You don't win a game on the road.
Okay.
I mean, just look, Chicago Bears, Detroit Lions, Baltimore Ravens, Cincinnati Bengals, Dallas Cowboys, the three in the division.
Mm-hmm.
It is not untoward to say this team does not win a game on the road.
No, it could happen.
At home, you lose to the Steelers, you beat the Vikings, you beat the Browns, you beat the Falcons, you beat the Saints. Done. That's it. And that team is 4-13. And I'll be honest with you, I think you'll be a dog. I obviously haven't seen the schedule because it's not out yet. I think you will be a dog in 2/3 of your games. Minimum.
That's pretty
minimum.
That's pretty certain. Because you'll most certainly be a dog to the Chargers and the Rams at home.
No doubt.
You'll most certainly be a dog on the road to Baltimore, Chicago,
You'll be a dog on the road in
Cincinnati.
every road game you play outside of maybe Atlanta.
Possibly.
Unless you play New Orleans and Carolina, and I think you'd be
I was
Carolina
gonna
on
say-
the road against Carolina regardless.
I was going to say if
you play New Orleans,
if that
week
New
one-
Orleans game is early, I think we're both thinking the same thing.
Oh, if you play New Orleans twice late, I'll take them to sweep you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I could see this is why we talk about the schedule even before it happens. No team in the NFL needs some momentum-building wins more than the Bucs when you look at the teams that they play.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you start out, and this is, we always try to find the narratives because the NFL likes to do that when they build the schedule. I don't really see a narrative game for Tampa Bay. Do you? Because you don't play San Francisco, so there's no Mike Evans reunion game.
No, the closest narrative game you have would be Carolina against Dave Canales, and we've done that already.
Sure. And you don't get a ton of in-division games in week one.
Cleveland with Todd Monken could be a narrative game.
Yeah. Monken would get Baltimore. You'd get Deshaun with – there are just too many with Cleveland.
There's always Green Bay, the Battle of the Bays.
That's
has long been.
That's one of the two that I've looked at.
From the NFC Central days.
I've looked at Detroit and Green Bay. Those are the two games I look at that. If I were a betting man, I'd say one of those two is your week one date. You're in Detroit or you're home to Green Bay. What if you play those two games to start and you wind up with Baltimore and Cincinnati sprinkled in their first 4 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
If you're 0-4, this thing is going down fast.
Mm-hmm.
You need to sprinkle in a little Cleveland, a little Minnesota, a little New Orleans early. Frankly, if I were a Buck fan, I'd be praying, give me the Saints twice in the first 5 weeks. Because it's the only way we beat them twice.
Mm-hmm. Here's what I don't want to happen. I don't want this to be backloaded like it has been, like it was last year. Think about those first 6 games we had last year where we were 4-2, could have been 5-1. I think pretty much we should have, on paper, dog-walked most of those teams.
You were 5-1.
Right, but what I'm saying is you got to that point, and then what happened?
Well, I mean,
not only did Baker also get hurt, not only did Mike get hurt, not only did you have all that happening at the same time, but the schedule got tougher.
Did it, though? Because the front half of your schedule had the Falcons. Okay, that's not a great one. The Jets, not a great one.
Mm-hmm.
Funny enough, you should have lost both of those games.
Mm-hmm.
You beat Houston in a game that you very easily could have lost.
Mm-hmm.
You lost Philadelphia, squeaked one out at Seattle, which is still dumbfounding to me, and you beat San Francisco. Had Detroit, New Orleans, then you got the bye. After the bye, you played the Arizona Cardinals, you played the Saints, you played the Falcons, you played the Panthers twice, and you played Miami. Do you know what all the teams I just said have in common?
They weren't very good.
Not one of them won more than 9 games.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, that's really not much tougher. You just fell apart. You did the thing that Todd Bowles does. This team ended the year 2-7. They were 6-2 and finished 8-9.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, you saw more of who they really are at the end. You said you don't want to backload the schedule. In my opinion, you should be praying to all that's holy that you backload the schedule.
Really?
Because the opponents are evil. This is why the schedule matters. Everybody's, why do you talk about that? Point blank. If you ever want to know the answer to that, it's because of this schedule right here. Because if you just go roster for roster, they're not better than Carolina. I don't think they're better than New Orleans. I would say that one's a wash. Roster for roster, they're not better than Atlanta. But I think you're a better organization, and I don't believe in Atlanta. From there, you play 5 teams on the road, they're all better than you. Most of them, considerably.
Mm-hmm.
The Rams are better than you. The Chargers are better than you. The Packers are better than you. The Steelers are better than you. You get 2 non-division games where you play a roster that you are better than. And this is a team that's talking about winning the division, going to the playoffs, and this is what everybody tells me out of Buckland. You're not that team. You're not. Can you fake it till you make it? Maybe. You catch a little momentum, you go 6-2, like you did last year, and it doesn't hit the rocks, you got a shot. You start 0-4, one of the absolute tenets of schedule release day, look for a bad coach that starts with 4 games that they're going to be more than a field goal dog in. Those coaches get fired at a rate that is astronomical. Because it starts bad, and then all of the things that you've just been sitting here thinking about Todd Bowles for 5 years, they all come out.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you're looking at the end game going, we can't make the playoffs. We got to run out the skid. You got a 30-plus-year-old quarterback. You got a lot of veteran guys on this team that are going, I don't buy this. And I know the breakup's coming. I disagree with you. If I'm a Buck, I want every easy game early. I want to see Cleveland. I want to see Minnesota. I want to see a couple division games and hope that it comes together and Reuben Bain's everything you say he is and Jacob Parrish plays well on the outside and Tyke Smith and Keontae Scott turn into just slot warriors and all of these things work. To me, it's so many variables that I just can't find a path that this ends any way other than 6-11.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 6-11. I think we're a little bit better than that, but the schedule is so tough. You never know.
Oh, I don't disagree with that.
You never know.
You will be the best 6-11. If I'm right, you'll be the best 6-11 team in the league.
Mm-hmm.
You won't be the best coach 6-11 team in the league.
No, we'll never be the best coach at anything.
And when I'm seeing Mike McCarthy and LaFleur and Harbaugh and McVay and Campbell and Ben Johnson and that's a lot of coaches that I don't know how you're going to beat them.
Mm-hmm. There is a part of me that really hopes you're right.
Oh, you can reset the world.
When you say this team could go 4-12,
if you're a Tampa Bay
or
Buccaneer fan,
4-13 or whatever.
If you're a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan,
mm-hmm.
and this team goes 4-13, and you fire Todd Bowles, this will be the hottest job. This and the Jets job would be the 2 hottest jobs in the NFL because you have the young talent. You've drafted well. The problem is you've drafted so poorly in some other positions. All you need, just get an actual franchise quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Just get an actual franchise quarterback, not a retread that's acting like one. And the whole world changes with a good coach and a young franchise quarterback.
Well, the coach is where it starts.
100%.
And the problem is,
and maybe the GM.
Under my scenario, how I think this goes, nothing changes. Nothing changes.
We call that NFL purgatory.
Yeah, yeah. It's you're just a slightly lesser version of the Pittsburgh Steelers of the last 10 years. Because now you're looking at 8 and 9s instead of 9 and 8s. Pretty much. You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. Back tomorrow in the Sportsocracy. You never know what we're going to have on the program. We're trying to hook it up. We may have Adam Copeland on the program with us tomorrow at some point. We'll also have Two-A-Days once again. How have we decided what teams, or how are we doing this?
We're going to put it on social media and let the people decide.
There we go. So look for the social media post. Follow us at the Sportsocracy on all of the social medias. Two-A-Days continuing tomorrow, and thank God it's Friday.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast,
Still looking at maybe a few lingering showers, but for the most part, we're wrapping it up, especially as we get into the afternoon. A lot of cloud cover hanging back with a northwest breeze around. 65 should do it. Tonight becoming partly cloudy. A little colder with a northwest breeze. Tomorrow morning, about 40 degrees. Somebody's going to be in the upper 30s. Sunshine around tomorrow. Good-looking day, 70 degrees. Great Saturday, mostly sunny, upper 70s. Upper 70s on Sunday, but a chance of showers. From the Weather Channel, Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Let your yard show out with new deals from Lowe's. Grab select 1.5-gallon annuals hanging baskets, 2 for just $15. Plus Miracle Grow's 0.75 cubic feet garden soil, 5 bags for $10. Valid 5/7 through 5/13. Selection varies by location, excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
News Radio 570 WWNC. Now on FM.
Isn't it great? Ooh, that's how it always starts. But then later there's running and screaming.
92.9 FM.
Unlike other health concerns, mental illness is not always easy to see. Depression won't show up on an eye chart, and you can't measure it on your bathroom scale. Sorting out a mental health concern is not something to attempt on your own. You won't find a bipolar disorder by looking at a thermometer. Like many other health conditions, help for mental illness takes professional diagnosis and treatment. Anxiety won't just go away under a stick-on bandage. So the sooner you seek treatment, the better. If you or a loved one has a mental health concern, don't go it alone. Find out what to do. For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, call 1-800-662-HELP. Learn more at samhsa.gov/support. That's samhsa.gov/support.
92.9 on the FM dial is your new home for 570 WWNC.
Balanced budget, no deficit spending, not getting us involved in any wars, no sort of philanderings or anything like that.
Sounds like the most boring president ever.
It's the same station. It's the same news. It's the same people.
Wouldn't it be great?
It'd be wonderful.
Oh.
It just sounds better. Frequency modulation. News in stereo. Now on 92.9 FM.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
The Ingalls Advantage isn't just about savings or the best quality food for your family. It's more than that. It's the advantage of being a part of a community. That's why we provide over 2 million pounds of food every year through regular donations and programs like the Ingalls Giving Tree, Food for Thought, and the Ingalls Fill a Backpack program. It's the right thing to do, and we know that you would do the same. Ingalls, your neighbor for over 50 years.
This is Braves country, where history lives and legends rise. And now, the next chapter begins, because the Atlanta Braves are back.
Swung on and belted. Deep right field. Gone!
The names you know: Acuna, Harris, and Riley, Albies, Olsen, and Baldwin. Chopping toward another playoff run. The Mountains' home for Braves baseball is ESPN Asheville. Proudly brought to you by Parks Ford of Hendersonville.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency: timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
ESPN Asheville. Yeah. WPEK Fairview. WMXF Waynesville. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.